We
Hi,
are live.
Yeah,
Probably.
live.
Minutes to spare.
Always minutes to spare. Always. That's
Hey,
great.
everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Hey.
Good to see you. It's Saturday night, and we're so glad to have you.
What?
Sean just trailed off right at the end.
we
We're
usually lose the
glad.
ability to speak.
Reminded me of like an SNL character being like,
That's a very Will Forte
No,
character.
no, it's one of the.
We're glad to have you.
It's good to be here, and it's good to have you here. And,
Amazing.
Jenny,
Roll
the
some
SNL
stuff.
actress that was on Brooklyn Nine-Nine, the most recent season. What's her name?
The most recent season?
Yeah, the
I haven't
one-
watched the whole season yet, so I'm not sure.
So like right at the start, she's the one who's like the beat cop with.
Kate
oh
McKinnon.
yeah,
Tell me it's Kate McKinnon.
Kate
yeah,
McKinnon.
the
No,
redheaded
it's not
girl.
Kate McKinnon. But she has this
I don't
like she
remember,
does this
but
thing on
she's
SNL
great.
where she talks and she goes, and then and she has this like little like weird rising intonation bit, and that was very much what that reminded me
Yeah,
of.
no, she took that from me. That
Oh,
was
I see.
my bit.
Okay.
We can sue.
Okay. Amazing. Do we have any questions tonight, Jen?
I have one question. I've actually been
One
holding
to
on
you.
to it for a while because I thought it was a good one. It's from the weird underscore Cole. Shout out if you're here tonight. I see you quite a lot. What was the first character you ever played in D&D?
Oh, amazing.
Can I go first, please?
Yes.
Yes,
Everyone
yeah.
just gets wistful.
It was Callie.
Well, Callie.
So good.
Yeah.
Who's going?
Next?
Tim, you go.
Okay. It was in a campaign a few years ago where Adam was the DM, and I played a dwarven paladin named Chub Stoneass.
Proud family.
And yeah, and I have worked in Stoneasses into every campaign that I've run since.
I've also worked in Stone Asses into a
Just-
campaign
but
that I'm
one of
running.
Chub's things was he was man about town, so he has progeny across the realms.
Actually, I feel like mine's a good follow-up to that. When I was 14, I played for the first time, and I just wanted to play a big guy, which I feel like is a fairly common thing for first-time players. And so I played a Goliath called Sherman Shitwrecker, who did two things. He jumped over stuff, and he broke things.
Yes.
This was in 4th edition, where you could actually take like feats in breaking things, like
Oh,
doors or objects. Like he did like double damage to not people, and it was a delight. Barbarian, what a great time. Be a big guy. I like that big guy.
That big guy.
Go ahead, Adam.
Oh, no, you go.
Okay. I played a half-elf rogue, super original, named Saren Brightcloak in the same campaign that Tim played in, and Adam was our DM. I actually just finished painting her mini maybe like a month ago, and I've had it for maybe 4 years. So it's great.
I mean, it depends because like my first tabletop RPG was a Pathfinder character.
That's D&D. Don't
No,
split
I know.
hairs.
But my first character was it was a long time ago, but it was just basically Aragon, but with a different name. It was as Aragon as you could get without it being called Aragon. I think his name was Daltian, and he was a half-elf ranger. And he was very like stern and
Did he sit in the corner a lot? Like,
no, he was just like
His
a
nickname
bit
was
too grimdark
Ryder.
because he was my first character and I didn't really know what I was doing.
Of course.
And then my first like D&D 5th edition character was Roma, who is the blue boy back here. I think that was my first D&D 5th edition character.
You don't get
Yeah.
two, Adam. You were
I think.
Aragon, and we're gonna leave it at that. You don't get to bounce back from grimdark Aragon.
It was
We all
grimdark
make
Aragon.
mistakes.
I like it.
I can talk about my
like-
rad ass like 2nd and 3rd characters that I'm like super proud of, but no, I have to talk about Sherman Shitwrecker. The personal
My-
characterization is
my second
paper
character
thin.
was my second character was a pretty good follow-up. But I guess that'll have to be next time. Next
Yeah, if the chat asks about it, we can
if
dig
somebody
into
wants
that.
to ask a question.
Jen and Matt go.
My first character, I was thinking about this question for a while. I thought it was Yana, but it's not. I started a campaign just a few months before that with my friends Alex, Grant, and AJ. Hi, Alex. You're probably watching. I played a Triton named Gwyn. Yeah, very like she was like a fighter. Yeah.
My first, I think, was, well, I don't remember their name. It was in high school, and it was a game called Microlight, which is simplified D&D to get people into the game without scaring them off from the rules. And I played a human rogue that then got turned into a lizard, like a gecko. I don't remember the name, but it's like a super dungeon crawl heavy version of the game, because then it can be all pre-made like dungeons. And one of the abilities of the gecko is that they can climb on walls and the roof without falling. And so I played like the whole campaign inverted on the roof.
Nice.
Amazing.
Nice. That's great. Oh man. D&D.
Getting all nostalgic about my first character. Guys.
I'm still playing my first character.
Let's do it. Let's do a first character one shot one of these days.
Oh, super
Sounds
fun. I'm
And then,
into it.
Yeah. My
I'm into
first,
it.
Sean's face.
my
Dude,
first,
guys.
sorry.
This is a fun
Oh,
idea.
I was just the idea of playing Sherman Shitwrecker again is just he's so like there's nothing there. It's so simple. Break things and jump over stuff. It's like playing an angry horse, basically. It's such a delight. I would jump at the chance to break.
Can I volunteer to GM this so I don't have to play Grimdark?
No,
Aragon?
you
I think
I think we need to find somebody else to
I'll do it.
DM
I'll
for us.
DM. I'll DM.
Yes.
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 Great.
Yes.
I'm really on board.
I'm
Super on board.
Absolutely, Lennon should DM.
It would
Be
Amazing.
amazing.
Bonus content?
Amazing. Yeah. Bonus content. Always bonus content.
Oh,
Should we roll that intro?
Let's play some D&D.
Let's play
yeah,
some
let's roll that
D&D.
intro.
When you're stuck in quarantine and there's nothing on TV, come on down, come and see Blackwater D&D.
So good.
Gets
good.
me so excited.
You want
So
to
juicy.
say hi if you're up on the counter?
Oh no.
Boy,
But the share screen is still up. We need that.
Oh,
That
we
screen
need
out of
that.
here.
And
Get that
Fucking
share
screen out of here.
There we go.
And we're
Hey.
back. Oh,
Sharing your
we're
screen,
back.
but it felt like you were hogging the screen.
Oh man.
Oh, hi.
Yes.
All right.
Thanks, producers. Tony and Yanis, you're amazing.
We love you. We love you guys so much.
Just
But,
yelling
like, don't
at
let that
Cody.
happen again. All right, so
Always the jorts.
Always. I
I'm
don't
wearing my
like,
dreads tonight.
y'all
Have
don't
they
get to
been in the
experience
laundry?
this 24/7, but they're always on.
The jort's been in the
Guys,
laundry. I need to
I'm
know.
committed to this show, and I'm
You don't get to
committed
know
to
that
the
ever.
jorts. Also,
Even
I,
when we're not streaming.
Matt, I'm right there with you, buddy. I'm wearing mine too.
thank you so much, Tim. I'm
Yeah.
so glad that you're on board.
All right.
Did we, before you jump in, did we have an announcement about tonight at all? On your end? No?
And
No? Okay,
well,
never
we
mind.
could. Yeah. We did talk about it in our Instagram. So we do have a very special guest joining us at some point tonight. Our incredible artist, Tiana, will be joining us at some point tonight during the stream. We're very excited to have her on board tonight.
Tiana. Amazing.
All right. So, for those of you just joining us tonight, last week, as Blackwater formulated a plan that involved the Giants drawing attention from the front of the city and an assault from their new clockwork dragon, a plea to the matron of vengeance was made, and a difficult bargain was struck by Nepenthe, which bound the whole party to the matron, a favor done when she saw fit. The party, shaken by the revelation, they were left with no choice but to press ahead, making their way into the city. Letters, Kokanee, and Finnan in a trance-like state controlling the dragon. Yana, Callie, and Neppy were spotted by a horrible winged demon, Leroy, he without lips. After dispatching the abyssal wretch, Callie was able to use her skill in tracking to plot a path toward the giant rift in the center of the city as its yellow storm raged overhead. As they pushed forward, they came to a grisly sight as they moved through a courtyard with dozens of mutilated bodies of what appeared to be Kokanee Buckwild. Pushing past the horror, they made their way through the maze-like city. But as they did, the city itself began to shift. As they attempted to outrun the buildings, the party was separated. Callie, Letters, Finnan, and Kokanee managing to get ahead of this on the same path, but Neppy and Yana were shunted off into another alleyway, and Clack was pushed into a building, only to be grabbed by someone before Finnan was unable to see any further. So, as we pick up, Finnan, Callie, Letters, and Kokanee, you can feel yourself kind of getting farther away as the buildings are kind of...
I would love to cast
Slowly coming to a
Fly
stop.
on
Yep.
myself
Sure.
and Finnan.
All right.
Ellie and the boys, if we will.
We
Callie and the
will.
boys. As you, like Yana and
Black got grabbed by someone.
Neppy, you can feel the buildings also kind of pushing you farther away.
I grab Yana and I just hold onto her arm with like everything I
Okay,
have.
as you kind of...
But I'm like, Finnan, come on, we gotta get Clack.
Yep.
And I fly up and I'm just, Clack, start shouting for Clack.
Okay.
And I fly in and I'm like, Finnan, where'd you see him last?
I would still have my eyes up, just like scanning each building.
Okay. Make a perception check, both of you.
Can do.
One of us is good at that.
It's 28.
9.
9. You can see as the city begins to settle, like you can see that the whole city itself is all shifting around, and it is very disorienting as you're kind of looking over it. The Letters, you find it's almost overwhelming, just like the scope of all of this kind of maze-like mess of buildings. Like it doesn't appear to be any kind of rhyme or reason like a normal city would be laid out. It just is all this kind of weird labyrinthine pattern. Finnan, you're having a hard time. You're looking through, you're scanning the buildings, and you can see as you kind of are scanning through, you can see a number of like what look like dead bodies in a lot of the buildings. A lot of them seem to be kind of torn apart. You do notice a few living figures, what appear to be humans. Kind of like most of them look like they're hiding. You only spot a few, maybe 4, kind of scattered in a few of the buildings you're looking over. You also see the building that you saw that kind of separated Neppy and Yanni. You can see it, like you think you notice kind of where it stopped, but you're not exactly sure. A lot of the buildings look very similar. They're all kind of sandstone. You do not get a sight of, like, you don't see Clack, but you do notice one thing in the distance. You kind of see a sort of glimmer, but like almost like the shine off of something, like a reflection. And Letters, what's your AC?
Oh boy. Mage armor, concentration, 17.
Okay. That's a 24 to hit.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
As you feel that's 12 points of force damage
Oofty.
and 15 points of necrotic damage.
Oofty.
As you feel a sharp, piercing pain kind of rip through the side of your arm, and you look down and you can see what almost looks like a bullet hole, just kind of like through the edge of your arm.
Where did it come from?
Finnan, you notice you don't actually hear the sound until after it hits, and then you kind of hear like a.
Oh, he's a snipey boy.
I'd send 3 Eldritch blasts in that direction.
He is about. What's the range on Eldritch Blast?
120 feet.
He's way out of range. The glint is like where you notice the glint was towards the center of the city, and it was probably about almost 400 feet away.
What a shot.
Stay low, stay low, stay low.
Go fucking down.
Callie, is there a building right beside us?
Yeah, you're kind of in an alleyway. You also hear the shot now.
Mm-hmm. Up, let's climb.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm just gonna try to get up on top of one of the buildings.
I'm going to direct us toward the building that like vaguely looked like the Clack building that you were like, you kind of get the idea where he's at.
Okay, where you last saw him?
Yeah.
Okay, so before you saw the hand kind of grab him. You
This is the
move.
Sorry.
Hmm?
This is the best I can do. Letters. This is the last I saw him.
Okay, I'm gonna drop down to presumably the roof of that building, and if there's any sort of water tower or chimney that I can place between myself and ouch.
Yeah, there's a bit of a ledge you can kind of crouch behind. You can see, Finn, and where the door was, it is now that side of the building is pressed up against another building. So like that entrance is now blocked. There doesn't seem to be kind of it's just kind of a flat sandstone roof. It looks like there maybe was like a little garden up here at one point, but it's long dead.
I'm going to use the Staff of Relevant to cast Mirror Image so that
Okay.
there is now 4 of me on the roof. And then I'm going to cast Silent Image of Letters so that there's 2 letters just to like hedge the sniper's bets. He's going to have a harder time hitting shit.
So we are there. We have like a box pressed up against a wall, and that was where the entrance would have been. So now it's like an empty box. Fuck. Well, I'm still shouting for Clack in case we hear anything.
Yeah.
Fuck. I'm gonna try to punch through this roof. Fuck it.
Okay.
I don't think they build these that good.
Okay. Just with your bare hand or with the thing?
With my fucking magical ass horns.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna fucking booming blade the shit out of this roof until
Yeah.
it opens to me. Yield, roof.
Roll damage because you'll
Oh,
be able
yeah.
to hit it. It's not really about hitting it.
He misses the roof.
Ding.
He just slips.
He just slides off.
8,
It's really
12,
dexterous roof.
17 points of.
Yeah, you start to see a crack. Like you like start to make a crack in the sandstone. It's still stone, so it's going to take a while.
I'll just keep slamming my head against this roof.
I'll shoot my 3 Eldritch Blasts in a triangle around the crack to create like a soft spot.
All right.
We'll like time it so it's like 2, 2, 2, bang, 2, 2, 2, bang.
Okay, so it takes you.
Are concussions a thing in D&D?
I mean,
100%.
yeah.
But I am a guy who hits people with my head for a living. And I'm not here to fuck around. I'm going to summon Big B's hand and just have that punch the roof as well. It's going to be like a 1, 2, 3 to just
Yeah,
fucking...
31.
you're able to do it with his Eldritch Blast and your horns before you summon Big B.
Oh, great.
21.
I'm like,
Okay, that's only a
31.
night. A 31. No, what's your AC?
My AC? Oh, is it dark or is it?
I was like, you're like, no, it's very bright out.
It's
the
very
yellow
bright out.
light
So
is- yeah.
the AC is 13.
Okay. So that's an 18.
But
Does it hit one of the
on a
mirror
6 or higher, so I roll a d20 on a 6 or higher, he hits one of my duplicates. It was a 15, so he just one of the
Yeah,
duplicates.
but then you see just as the bullet just crashes into another building.
Okay.
But you're able to punch kind of a triangle size hole
Can we get in that hole?
as the stone kind of crumbles down into it.
Fucking drop in, ready for
Let's
action.
go.
Okay. You head down inside.
This feels
You can
like a trap.
see there are a number of bodies kind of laid out of what look like kind of, you can see the door is kind of barricaded up against the wall, and you can see the people that are inside that have long since died are wearing kind of more kind of finery. They still have jewelry around their neck as they're kind of propped up against the barricade.
Okay. Gonna do a real quick wizard watch in case Clack drop like a leaf of Lothlorien or something. Oh, natty 20.
Okay. You search around. You can find quite a bit of jewelry and valuables and things like that. There's probably about 150 gold pieces.
I don't
worth
even
of.
count. I don't fucking, if it's not Clack, I'm not interested.
You don't find anything relating to Clack.
Not footprints? Clack prints?
No, this is the second floor. This is a 2-story building. He goes down below. You do find it you're able to figure out how to move the barricade fairly easily, though.
Oh, yeah, we'll fuck that barricade right up.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not interested.
Yeah.
Get out of here, barricade.
Downstairs.
You head downstairs, and you find near the door, you can see the Wand of Wonder.
Yeah.
Anything else? What else is in
Is
the
the robe
downstairs?
still there?
Is the door
Not
open?
The door is shut because it's pressed up against another building. You can see there are some footprints on the ground, kind of somewhat scuffled, but then they seem to abruptly stop.
I guess I'd need to make another investigation check for this room
Yeah,
to just spot anything.
Sure. Yeah, you can make another investigation check.
I'll pick
Fucking
up
looking
a
around.
wonder.
That's going to be a 25.
25.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing that stands out to you is you can see that like where the sort of Clack's footprints are, and then you see another set of what look like human footprints. And
Boot prints or bare footprints?
They look like boot prints.
Okay.
And you can see there is sort of drag marks, and then they abruptly stop.
Do I have to, can I like Arcana to be like, oh, are these like teleportation boot prints, or can I just put that together? That
You get the sense that, yeah, that like there was some magic afoot. Like
fuck
you
this
can,
guy.
just the way that the pattern kind of stops.
Well, you got the wand?
I got the wand.
I'm going to try to open this fucking door. Just see if that yields.
Okay, you open it and you can
Prepare an
see,
Eldritch Blast.
yeah, you open the door, and you can see it just opens up onto another building.
What do we do, letters?
I don't. What do I got? What do I got? What do I got? What do I got? Has it got anything that's useful here? Just the Wand of Wonder. That's all that we got.
Can Neppy locate people? Does she have that spell? Does she have a spell to do that?
I don't know. First things first, we're gonna need everybody back together.
And Kokanee, you're up on the roof with Callie.
Yeah, I would have immediately got low hearing that there were gunshots,
Okay,
and like scanning, trying to find where that shot came from.
and make a perception check.
Looking for that scope glint.
I guidance myself to look.
That
I like
dice
the
roll,
idea-
iconic.
I like the idea of Kokanee's like self-guidance as just like very quiet pep talks. It's like, all right,
That's-
Kokanee,
That's
you've
what guidance
got
is.
this.
You can do
16.
it.
16. It's difficult to tell. It's very bright out, and you're having a hard time because it's towards the rift, so that's where all the brightness is kind of coming from. So it feels like the sun, having the sun in your eyes. So you're having a hard time.
I'll just get down with my gun out and wait to see if there's another glint.
Callie would be looking for Neppy and Spooky.
Okay. Are you kind of hopping to another rooftop, or?
No, she would not. Like,
Okay. You can make a survival check
oh my god, thank you so much.
as you're kind of looking. You're elevated, so you're looking kind of over the city.
In Bakal here, this is the first time survival's like really, really helped me because
Yeah.
baby's proficient in it.
It's coming in handy.
Here, sweetheart.
22.
22.
Mhm.
You're able to see kind of where you're able to pick up where your path would be to the rift, and you're also able to clock where you can kind of see there's a few different paths, so it's difficult to kind of discern which one they may have ended up in, but you can see there is like a few other paths off to your right that kind of go farther. You're sort of going northeast. You'd be going more northwest.
Callie, do you see them?
I can kind of figure out where they might be. I can't see them.
Where do you think? I'm still looking. Just scoping.
Callie, what's your AC?
18.
18. Okay, he rolled a 19, so
Fuck
that's
this
a
guy.
27.
Jesus fucking Christ.
That's
Let me do it.
11 points of force damage
Hell yeah, it is.
and 12 points of necrotic damage as you feel like a bullet pass through your leg, and then you hear they're like. Kokanee, you can make another perception check if you want. I'll say at advantage because you've now heard the gunshot on the roof, so you know the general direction it's coming
That's
from.
better. 21.
21. Yeah, you see probably about 400 feet away towards the rift. You just kind of catch a glint on a rooftop.
Shoot right back.
Yeah, do it out.
Hell yeah.
With
Get it.
disadvantage. It's gonna be a 20.
That hits.
Hurt him.
Get him.
Sorry, we're a little limited for space today. Squishy. That'll be 7 piercing damage, 5 cold damage, and 1 necrotic damage. 13 points of damage.
13 all up. Nice. So yeah, as it kind of rings out, you can see the glint kind of moves.
It moves.
Like you can see, like you hit it.
Nice.
I know we joke every week about bringing your dad, but I'm really pissed that Kokanee brought his dad this week. I'd rather he didn't.
My jorts and my dad.
Yeah, just wish you
So
didn't.
committed to the bit.
Bring your jorts. Don't bring your dad. Not
Um,
Kokanee's dad.
Finnan, can you
Bring
give
your
us any cover
unproblematic dad.
to? We got to get back to the rest. Can you give us some cover between here and there if we fly low?
As in like shadows.
Well, I don't know. You can conjure images
I
and
can
stuff. Can you like
create
conjure
another
a
image of you.
wall or something?
I think that's Tim.
Mm-hmm.
What are my limits for silent image?
For silent image, it is. There's a size to it, I think. Let me just look it up.
It's pretty big.
for
It's a pretty
sure.
large.
It is, yeah. It's no larger than 15-foot cube.
Yeah, but like it can be anything,
An object or a creature or some other visible phenomenon.
and I can use my action to move it.
Yep. To move it to any spot within range, and the range is 60 feet.
Oh, so you could like.
So if I created like
create
a wall,
that
I
follows
could make it move with us, right?
Yes. As the image changes location, you can alter its appearance so that its movements appear natural for the image. So, I mean, as natural as a moving wall would be.
In this city where everything moves, Tim?
I mean,
actually,
that's all I'm
a good
saying.
point.
That's all I'm saying.
Just,
It's
no,
like,
I understand, but like it's
you
it's
can do that.
less
You
less
can
to
do
be a
it.
convincing image and more to just be obscuring.
Yeah, you can totally do that.
All right, then I'm going to put up a wall, almost like refracting wall. Of
Last
light.
10 minutes.
Yeah, and then I'm just going to put it on the side of us that he was shooting us from, and I'm going to be like, "Let's go."
Great. Also, can you put like "go fuck yourself" on the wall and like cool graffiti?
Yeah.
Okay,
Are
great.
you
It says
continuing
"Go
to
fuck
move?
yourself" on it.
Are you continuing to move along the rooftops, or are you going back down into the alleyway?
We're gonna fly
Fly.
back to.
To find these to
Yeah.
Callie and Kokanee.
Yeah, I do not.
So
trust
yeah,
myself not to
they're
get
just
lost
on
in
the
city.
top of the building you were just at.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
You come
easy.
out. Yeah, they climbed up
This-
after you.
You would have landed on that building and seen just like a letters standing there
Yeah.
that then disappeared.
Yeah.
Tim, I'm as many as you're going to let me. I'm going to keep reloading and shooting.
Sure. Make another make another perception check. Also, Finn,
I'm a fight.
you're aware, because it's an illusion, a successful intelligence investigation check against the spell save DC. If the creature discerns the illusion for what it is, the creature can see through the image.
Oh.
Can Callie keep trying to like she'd keep trying to figure out where Yana and Neppy are. She wouldn't like take her eyes off of the paths down there.
Sure. You don't see any movement at the moment, but we will jump over to them and we'll come back to you guys.
I will say, just for point of order, if I knew that about my own spell, I would have made it like a black cloud just to obscure the view.
Sure. Yep. So we'll jump over to them. Just before we do, Kokanee, what was your perception? 17. You don't see it. You don't see the glint. All right, so Yana and Neppy, you kind of feel yourself kind of come to a stop after the building has sort of shunted you down this other alleyway, and you have kind of a moment which you can feel the buildings kind of continue to like settle and move, and then finally it sort of stopped, and you can see before you there is a path that kind of leads ahead and then sort of turns slightly to the left. And as you're kind of catching your breath, you hear something. You hear kind of a like sort of a horrible kind of death rattle of one of those goat demon. But I will have you make a perception check.
Okay.
Both of us?
Yep.
No,
Gosh, I didn't even organize my dice. Who am I?
14.
And then
That's going to be a 21.
Okay, with your 21, you hear just underneath that, you can hear what sounds like just the beginning of a like someone shouting, and then it being stifled, kind of like, oh, you can kind of hear sort of
Does
it
it
being
sound like
stifled.
clack?
It does not sound like clack. No, it's much deeper.
Okay.
And it seems to be coming from ahead of you down the alleyway.
Okay. I
Should we
look at
help?
Yana. Yes. Neppy really, really quickly takes off the bag of holding, and she's going to shove anything that she can grab off of her person, except her gun, her holy symbol, her shield, and her ring. And she shoves it at Spooky. And she's, you need to take this, please.
Why?
I can explain later. Can you just take this now?
Okay.
Please. I'll explain in a moment. Let's go help, and then I'll tell you.
Okay. You have to tell me though. That's a promise. Okay, let's go.
I promised. Yes.
You promised. All right, we're going.
Do you still have your talisman on?
I still have my holy symbol on. Yeah.
Okay,
Of
cool.
course.
Yeah. All right. So as you no, the one with the raven skull.
Oh yeah, I have
Yeah.
my death shadow on. Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely. And I would look at Yana and go, just stay behind me. Okay.
Okay, let's go.
Yep.
So you head down around the corner, and as you kind of round the corner, you can see just ahead there is the body of a goat demon, just kind of half lying in a building. You can see the door has been kind of ripped out and is on the ground, and you can see this goat demon just has sort of a pool of blood around it, kind of expanding out into the street. And you can see the path continues on for about another 80 feet beyond that before it kind of bends again.
Okay, so in essence, we heard this goat demon,
Mm-hmm.
and then we heard a loud, deep voice get stifled.
You just kind of heard that underneath, like
Yeah.
with your high enough perception, you were able to sort of just catch it underneath the sort of death moan of this thing.
Okay. Is the body in like an open doorway?
Yes.
Or...
Yeah, it's like half in a building, half out. You can't really see into the building from where you are.
Do you want to take a look, Yana?
I send Wiggles in, like crawling up the door frame and onto the ceiling to go into the room.
Okay. I will have Wiggles make a stealth check.
Yep. Oh boy, she hasn't rolled for Wiggles in a while. Stealth. Yeah, he's a stealthy boy.
He was a spider, of course.
Sweet little spider boy.
They're hiding everywhere.
Oh, terrifying.
okay, I'm gonna leave now. No, that was it. That was it.
17 for Wiggles stealth.
Okay. So yeah, as you kind of crawl up and in, you can see there are several more goat demons inside, all like cut up and bloody. And you can, I'll have him make a perception check as well.
His perception is better than mine. That's an 18 because he doesn't get a -1.
Sorry, that's an 18?
Yeah.
Nice. You can see on the bar what looks like a dwarven figure with a large kind of barbed stinger in its chest, and it's been cut off. And it, like, you can see he looks like he's just passed on or nearly passed on. And you can see another figure kind of crouched near the end of the bar. But it's difficult to make out that figure. But yeah, the dwarven man, he's kind of larger, kind of almond skinned. and you can see he's got like a long kind of white hair kind of plastered all over his face, and his beard is kind of hanging loose, just like his jaw is kind of hanging loose. And you can see there is a goat demon on the bar with a cleaver in its head.
Like alive.
No, that demon is dead.
That one's
There
dead.
does seem to be one live person in there, but they are sort of crouched at the end of the bar.
Oh, all the
They've
goat
got
demons
kind of
are
a cloak
dead.
up.
in
Goat
there.
demons are all dead.
Oh, shit.
Oh, okay. I relay that to Neppy, but I'm whispering.
Do you want to go inside?
I mean, either something else killed all of them, or that person did, and hopefully they're on our side if they killed all of them.
The enemy
know?
of my enemy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm thinking. But they may also kill us because there's a dwarven man in there who does not look like a goat demon who is also dead.
Dying.
Right.
He's not quite
Dying.
dead yet.
Oh, dying.
Dying.
We should go.
Yes. So we would approach the building quietly-ish,
Mhm.
and
Okay. So you make your way up to the door, and kind of walk in. You sort of step into the inside of this building. Tiana, do you want to describe what you look like?
Hey!
Yeah.
So
Tiana!
the first thing you notice is their eyes. They're pupil is piercing white, and they're surrounded by like dark circles around them. Their hair is just as white as their skin, with a few little kind of grayish purple freckles. You can't really tell in the dark light. But their clothing is contrasted by being all black and a dark blue and gold. So, but that's kind of they have very androgynous features. That's kind of all you have time to notice, because the first thing they do is come up to you in a faster speed than you could have imagined, with 2 daggers towards your throat. And who are you?
I'm behind Neppy.
Yeah,
you're
I would
kind of-
shove
yeah.
Yana behind me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm guessing 2 daggers at my throat.
Yeah.
So I appear around Neppy with a fireball ready in my hand. And I say, "Who are you?"
Did you kill these?
Did you bring these creatures here?
No,
No.
we hate these guys.
Well, our friend is dying. Can you help them?
Yes.
Yeah.
Will you drop this?
Yes. Yeah. So sorry.
No, it's all right. I'm going to go over and I'm going to immediately use a first level cure wounds on the dwarf.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. The stinger's still in him.
Stinger's still in.
Can I make a medicine check to see if I can?
Sure.
No. I'm going to cure wounds first.
Okay. Yep.
And then I'm going to take the stinger out
Sounds
afterward,
good.
just in case that taking the stinger out does more damage.
It's a good idea.
Tim, you see,
In your face.
you see Seven still has daggers prepped behind their back just in
Yeah.
case.
She has not
Still
really
not
put down the fireball.
I love
Sort
it.
of a
Fair
tense,
enough,
it's
fair
kind of a tense situation all around.
Oh my God, where is my cure wounds? It's right here. That's going to be 10 points of healing.
Okay, so you see the figure like, "Ugh, ugh,
And Neppy grabs his face. Don't move. Do not move. What's your name?
My name is Dag.
Dag?
Dag. Bag? What could fucking name someone Bag?
I said Dag. It's my
please.
accent. Stop
Oh,
moving.
you said Dag. I'm sorry.
This is a
Stop
weird time
moving.
to
I'm in
argue.
pain.
And then Neppy yanks it out.
Just yank it.
With
do
like the modicum of medical precision I have.
Okay, you can
Done
make
brain surgery.
you can make a medicine check.
Done brain surgery.
Twice.
I'm gonna say a disadvantage because you first said yank, and that's not a medical term.
Fine.
What if she had said yeet?
Yeah. And I
Get it
didn't
right out
yeet
there.
it out.
Right out.
It just would have come right out. It just would have come right out.
You have to
You never
eat it.
yanked
Honestly.
something out that's been shoved into your body before? You just
Yeah.
yank it right out.
I
Why
go to the
eat
doctor all the
when you can
time.
yank?
Jerk it out.
I'm like, hey, doc, can you yank this out?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're like, no. And they're like, but I can eat it out.
With
Seven will look
disadvantage?
confused.
That's going to be a 24.
24. You yank it out with like surgeon-like expertise as he goes, oh, God, Jesus, fuck.
Seven will turn to Neppy and be like, "You're a healer?
Yes.
Because this is strange."
Yeah. No,
And you
I'm.
see he kind of coughs up some blood.
Can you walk, Dag?
Maybe I'm gonna try sit up first.
Sitting is good here, and I would like support him as much as I could to like sit.
Sits on the edge of the bar. His legs kind of dangle off.
I'm also seeing the
over.
art. It's so
Yeah.
dope. It's
Yeah.
so dope.
Oh, I just
So
missed it. I
good.
just
So
missed it.
It just got bust.
Sucks
It's
to suck,
so
Em.
dope.
I know, sucks to suck. I'll see it next time it comes around.
As Dad kind of reaches over and grabs the cleaver out of the demon.
My name is Nepentha. I'm a priestess of Nephthysicid. This is Dag. Who are you?
I'm Dag.
You're.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking to me.
It's all right. Just rest, Dag. Just rest.
It doesn't matter in the moment. And Seven will turn to Dag and ask, "Are you still good to leave with us?"
You go on. I can hide downstairs. It's fine. I've got the room downstairs. I just won't come out this time.
I will be back for you.
Just send me a message or something. And let me know when it's safe.
Okay. And then Seven will turn to Nepentha and be like, "So sorry. We're just things have been crazy here. I'm Seven.
It's nice to meet you, Seven.
You too, in this circumstance.
This is Yana.
Hi.
Hello, Yana.
Still has the fireball.
Still
Hi.
has the dagger.
Okay.
Yeah. Just tucked away.
Also, I'm not sure what kind of messaging magic you have, but if we get farther than your magic can go, I can contact Dag as necessary.
We don't really do magic, but we have connections that we can send a
Of course.
letter. So it's
Of course.
But thank you. We appreciate it.
Yes. You mentioned going?
Yes, it's been our goal for the last few days, well, much longer, but with everything going on, to escape this crazy city. How did you even get in?
There's a really gross guy at the gate. Have you seen that guy? We kicked his butt and we got in. It was gross. I hated it.
He didn't have any lips.
And he's been one of the reasons why we aren't able to get out. So
Well, he won't bother you anymore for now.
oh, great. He really grossed us out.
He was
something
awful.
And I've seen a lot. So why are you here?
The rift. Have you seen outside?
We have. I'm sorry. We haven't spoken to people in a long time. I have seen it, but it really doesn't matter to me. I'm just trying to leave.
If you need someone to travel with, you're welcome to travel with us, but we are going towards it. Or at least to find our friends.
Is it just you two?
No.
Where's the rest of your party?
A building separated us. Do your buildings usually move? Is that like a normal thing?
Yeah, and it's gotten worse with all the demons roaming around, but I know this city quite well. I used to be part of the guild here, so there's some secret kind of areas I can lead you through if you need to get back to them. Do you remember where they were?
Would we remember where we saw them, Tim?
You would remember kind of the alleyway beyond the courtyard with the temple, although it looked to be a temple of Arathis, which you're not sure.
Right.
But you didn't from where Callie was leading you, you would know that there was a courtyard with a fountain was kind of the next larger open space you were headed to.
Do you know where the fountain is, the courtyard with the fountain?
Yes, but it's kind of not the direction I was planning on heading. However, being alone now, I could use protection. So if I lead you there, will your party help me?
If you'll help us.
Yes.
Yeah, no problem. It's kind of my expertise.
That's wonderful. Thank you. Can I leave your friend Dag with food, water, so that he can rest
Yes,
up a bit?
please. Yeah, he's my only ally I've had in the city.
All right. Neppy would take food out of her bag, water, and also a vial.
Oh, sorry, I fell asleep. I lost a lot of blood.
Dag.
That's
I'm
okay. I'm good. Yeah, sorry, what?
I'm gonna heal him again.
Oh, thank you.
I'm gonna put another first level cure wounds in him. Point of order: was he at 0 hit points when I healed him previously?
You brought him up past 0.
But
Like,
was he at 0
yeah,
when
he was
I got
unconscious. Yeah, he was unconscious.
him? Okay, then he actually gets more hit points than that because of
okay,
Circle
great.
of Mortality.
Nice.
So he would get 13.
Great.
And so he gets max healing because I'm a grave cleric. So I'm going to put another first level cure wounds into him. This one does not get max healing, but I'm going to take out a vial of white water, and I'm going to basically pour it on his wound first, with his consent, of course.
Sure, pour whatever water you want on me. This is crazy.
It's holy water. It might tingle a little bit.
Okay.
It'll
I'm
help.
not really a godly man. Is that okay?
I am. I'm a godly person, so let me heal you, please.
All right, sure. Yeah.
So I'm going to
I'm
pour
not stopping you. I'm just saying. I don't know if it doesn't work for a non-believer.
I think I believe enough for the both of us.
Great. That's great.
So I'm going to pour the holy water on him, and then by kind of the mechanics that we talked about, it exponentiates the healing, right? So what do you want me to add to my roll?
You would do like for the purposes of this, it essentially heals it to full. Like you would use the max healing.
Cool. So that's another 13 to him then.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you. I have a room downstairs that's sort of hidden. I should be all right down there.
If you come across a small humanoid creature, he's about, I would gesture to about how tall Clack is. He will have gray skin, more patchy-ish hair, and he carries a wand with him, and wears a blue cape. If you see him, will you please keep him safe for us?
Yeah, of course. I think I know what patchy like hair is. Is he a patch?
He is a patch. Yes.
I've read about those. That's a fairy tale. So
no, he's quite real.
All right. Yeah. Sure. Okay.
We did
Little
just
rock
save your
goblins.
life.
Yeah. No, I know that. It's just. Sorry. It's just I haven't heard about patch since I was like tiny.
Well, if you meet him, then
Seven will turn
I'll keep my eye out for the little rock goblin.
Seven will turn to Dag and be like, "Stop flirting. You're not in a position to flirt right now.
I can't help it.
Go
I can't help.
hide.
It's in my nature.
And I will come back. Okay?
All right. Stay safe.
What is Dag's last name? I need to know.
I shit you not. His last name is Stoneass.
Yes!
I wrote this ages ago. And when that question came up before the stream, I was like,
Also, Tim, do you know what a dag is?
not off the top of my head, no.
It's an Australian slang term for the thing that like sheep get when they poo and it gets caught in their wool and it gets like infected. You have to like
We
cut
call
it
that
out
we call that a
kill the sheep.
dingleberry.
Australia with
We needed to have.
So if someone's being a shithead, you go, mate, stop being a dag. So when you were like, his name is Dag, I was like, yeah.
Is that
Australian
Dag
friend.
with 2 G's?
Of course. It's the naming conventions of the Stoneass clan.
I love it.
So his code name is Shit Ass.
Yeah.
Nice.
I like it.
Very nice.
I like it. I like it.
Amazing.
All right. Well, good luck to you.
Stay safe downstairs.
Mhm.
All right.
Kind of heads back down the stairs into the cellar.
We lost a friend along the way, but I can Should we circle back for him? Yana, I wish to, but I can imagine the other group is already doing the same. Should we look?
He's probably in trouble.
Yes,
but,
let's.
Yeah. I mean, if they're looking for him and we're looking for him, then we'll find each other, right?
Yes.
Let me lead you through a path, okay?
Yes, follow your lead.
And
All
then,
right.
Tim, do you want me to roll?
Yeah, I'll have you roll a survival check at advantage.
We are still just. I haven't stopped shouting. I'm not stealthy to begin with, so I'm giving the old Neppy Yana. And
The old
Black.
Neppy Yana.
The old Neppy Yana.
Nepiana.
19.
19. So yeah, you kind of plot a path as you're kind of like gauging where you are in the buildings around you. You're starting to move back towards the direction where you know where the like courtyard is with that with the fountain. There is kind of like there's a number of fountains within the city, but there is sort of one larger courtyard that has a very notable fountain. So you assume it's that one. But yeah, Neppy, with your passive perception, you can faintly hear letters calling out. It's
I'm
difficult to tell where it's coming from.
I'm gonna cast sending to letters. Can it? Yeah, I'm gonna cast sending to letters.
There's also likely gunshot noises.
Yes.
Yes, you've
Yeah, I
heard a
would have
couple
for
of
sure
gunshot.
clocked those.
Yeah. But again, those also are difficult to discern where they're coming from.
The acoustics.
While she's casting sending, Yana has a question for 7, but you let me know.
No, go ahead, Jen. You first.
You said we don't do magic. Is that like a Bakal thing or a you thing? I'm just curious.
That's why I apologized earlier. When we aren't around people, we often speak in the we term. I'm a changeling, so often we tend to speak in the plural due to all the lives that we've lived. So that's why I changed the I to make it more clear for you.
Oh, so you don't do magic.
Yeah.
You can refer to yourself as we. I can adjust.
It's okay. I've gotten used to it when around people, but it's been so long that I've had to speak to anyone. I'm a rogue, so I tend to keep to myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dag was the only person I had here, and we were planning escaping together, but shit hit the fan. I'll at this point too, I'd be a couple of feet ahead just to make sure that I was pathing. Yeah, before they kind of ruined my stealth. So
not the worst.
I just
We will
I would
have
assume
fire.
I would
That's
assume
at
that
Neppy.
Yeah, with her armor. Yes.
I
and
can
her
tell where the
jingles.
jingles. Yeah.
Clank, 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 clank.
Yeah, for sending.
We're all right. There's no sign here of Kleck. We found someone who can take us to the fountain where we were. Where should we meet?
That sounds like we're meeting at the fountain. We'll meet you at the fountain. Everybody, we're going to the fountain. Oh fuck! I still have some more words. Yeah, we'll meet at the stay.
We'll meet them at the fountain. Seven, do you have pronouns that you prefer?
Not really. We've lived enough lives that gender means nothing. So.
All right. Please feel free to correct any one of us.
Okay.
Okay, so as you head out, I will have the three of you make a stealth check.
Here we go, our special skill.
Before we start walking, Neppy's going to cast guidance on herself.
You can be quiet. Neppy, please.
You can be sneaky.
You just go like this.
What did I tell you guys before we started?
Natty 1, hell yeah.
Ah,
Done.
yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
strong.
You're not used
Yeah.
to sneaking with others. It throws off
Yeah,
your
yeah,
vibe.
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
The questions
You-
were throwing.
Okay.
Start sneaking well, and then you hear them behind you going clink,
That was
clink.
what I
Oh,
was.
for fuck's
Yeah.
sake.
Yeah. Just rolling my eyes like,
It's not awful.
Calling it right now.
15.
15. Okay. Yana.
17.
17. So as you're getting ready to go, 7, as you are talking to them and you step out of the building, you step right on the chest of one of the goat demons, and you just hear this kind of echo out through the empty,
It's like-
the empty street.
It's like that rubber chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seven will tense up and be like, fuck.
And you hear as you begin to move down the alleyway, you make your way kind of to a junction. You're kind of looking around. You keep to the left, and as you start to make your way through the city, you can hear kind of a buzzing noise coming from above you, as you see 2 kind of insect-like demons kind of start crawling down the sides of the alleyways that you're in as they come towards you.
Gross.
Now we're going to flip back to the other group.
Damn.
So what would the 4 of you like to do?
Gangren, we gotta get to the fountain we came from with all the dead cokes.
Callie would immediately like turn around and try and figure out if she can find a path to the fountain. Is that-
That's not where the fountain was. That was the temple. The fountain, when you were kind of looking over the city, the sort of path that you had plotted out in your head took you through a courtyard with kind of like a large stone fountain in it that took up most of the courtyard.
The question I have is not for Tim, but for Sean, because Sean mixed it up. Did Letters mix it up? And are we going to the wrong place?
No, Letters obviously doesn't have short-term memory loss. Like, he also doesn't have like a lack of like object permanence. Like sometimes he just doesn't see the way the world is because like he wasn't, attentive enough.
Only when he's on the gloom moss.
When he's on the gloom moss.
Yeah. So yeah, you know it's ahead of you. There is like a path that you have to stay to the right, and then there's kind of an alleyway that opens up onto it.
Are we gonna try and get Clack first, or?
I think we got to get all together because I think we know where Clack is. My best guess, the evil wizard spire. Would be my guess.
Why Clack though? Was it at random or?
Because this guy's fucking evil.
Fine. Let's go.
Or,
let's go.
Sorry. Probably because Clack would not be, would appear to be the most vulnerable, you know, if you just went by looks alone. And he was also separated. So, you know, separated and vulnerable. That's a good place to go. Anyways, I think we should take the road so that we don't get shot because that fucking hurts.
That's right.
I'm going to place my hand on Letter's shoulders. I'm just going to lean into him and be like, we're going to get him back.
We're going to get something. Thank you.
Let's go.
Can Callie try and figure out like the fastest route to the fountain?
Yeah, you the path ahead, and from your last survival check as well, that path has remained pretty much similar. So you kind of know that like through the alleyways, you're able to kind of chart it out and you feel pretty confident in your approach, that you'd be able to get there on foot just about as fast as it would take to kind of try to go through the top of the buildings.
Callie would lead the way then.
I would continue casting Silent Image just to create like a confusing layout in the group marching order, just to be like, just throwing off anyone looking from a distance. It just would look weird and like changing.
Yeah, and as you kind of move through, you know that like once you're down in the alleyways, like there's not a lot of rooftop sites. You're kind of covered from shots overhead.
You obviously haven't seen the movie Wanted, where you can curve the bullet, so
bend it.
Finnan has, so he's taking extra precautions. So
As you come up,
He watches
you
a lot of
see,
theater.
yeah,
The place.
a lot of theater. You see a kind of overgrown. You come up on an alleyway, and you can see it probably goes about 200 feet, and you can see what looks like a fountain in the distance. But the stretch that you're in, as you kind of round the corner, it's all sort of overgrown. You can see there's a lot of moss growing on the walls, and there's kind of vines that seem to be. That looks like there was once kind of gardens through here that have now sort of overgrown and rotted somewhat, and the moss is now creeped up over the side of the buildings.
I'm gonna send Illusionary Finnan just kind of jogging down the street down amongst the moss just to see if it, whilst everyone stays back.
It's when he starts grabbing books that I
Yeah, I hate it. I don't like it.
No, it makes everything in me just be like, no.
See, I don't think I want to play D&D. I just want to have conversation in character. As soon as combat and like this stuff starts, I just get stressed.
We just hang out. We just do
can
a
we just
Zoom
hang out, but as
in
characters?
So as he goes, he gets about 30 feet. And you see like some of the moss sort of moves and stretches along the wall, and these arms kind of reach out to grab it, and it just kind of goes through it. And then
fuck that!
back into
Creep
the
on
moss.
fire.
You also hear as that's happening, you can hear behind you. You feel it in the ground, kind of like a rumble, and you hear this sort of like low chant.
Nope, I hate that.
You hear dozens of voices just going, golden sun, golden sun. As you can feel the ground beneath you kind of shaking a little bit. As you turn to see, like you can see down the alleyway behind you as you kind of look back, probably about 40 feet back, 50 feet maybe, there is a group of kind of a large group of what look like slaves kind of moving towards you down the alleyway.
Easy. Don't worry about this.
Can we get in this building and try to hold up?
No, fuck that. You and I still have fly on. It hasn't been 10 minutes. And I'm gonna like grab fucking Callie and like, can we like buzz up and like no wait a second. How much moss are we talking about?
It goes all the way up to the top of the buildings.
How deep?
Like the sort of
we
section that you
10
saw.
feet of moss?
You've never seen this much moss.
The section that you
this
saw
much
that kind of
moss.
reached out at Finnan was probably about 8 feet. Like it was sort of amorphous, sort of roundish size.
We don't have to fucking deal with these clowns. I'm just gonna cast Wall of Fire behind us, blocking off the like between us and them, just blocking off the alley entirely. Burn the moss, and then just fucking firebolt the moss until it dies.
You can move through Wall of Fire, right?
You can.
Yeah,
it hurts
just,
a lot.
Just takes a lot of damage.
How much damage?
Oh, quite a bit.
They'll all die, Tim. You don't even have to check. They'll all die.
I mean, if they're just slaves.
The rule actually says like there's an amount of damage, and it says, but if you're a cultist, it's an instant kill.
If you're chanting golden sun.
Yeah, if you're saying the words golden sun.
5d8 if they end their turn within 10 feet of the wall and they take that damage, and so it's another 5d8 to move through it.
Okay, they run through it. As they just golden sun, as you see, they all just like push their way through it.
Do they seem
towards you?
Slaves.
I
Do
feel
they
like
seem
this
really
is when, like,
fucked
the
up by
nuts
it? Or
lost.
Yeah, roll the damage.
so 10d8, right?
Well, because they get beyond.
Yeah, if they just sprint through it, it shouldn't be a
But
problem.
doesn't it does the damage when it comes up as well?
If they end their turn within 10 feet of it. Wait.
Doesn't it say something when you first cast it, they take the damage?
Yeah, 1 second. Let me, because I figured that they would just die, because I've been around a few people before, and I figured that would just go down. I didn't expect them to be quite so hardy. When the wall appears, each creature within its area makes a dexterity saving throw. On a
What?
failed save, they take 5d8, and then when they run through it, they'll take another 5d8. 17 is the number to beat.
They rolled a 19.
They're
So they
all just doing kick flips and.
You see, they do. They move with unnatural speed. It's
Oh, I
it's
love these
like
guys.
it's disconcerting.
Guys, I hate to say it, but I've also met these guys at a club before.
I fucking don't need that in my
Golden
life.
Sun.
50 dudes yelling Golden Sun at you.
Golden.
No,
So, yo, I
Golden
love
Sun.
this song, bro.
Bakal? Is Bakal just a combination of every club Lennon's ever been to?
Pretty much.
Okay.
It's,
I hate it.
more
Let's
like-
not go here.
7d8
Burning Man.
1d4, which
It's Burning
would
Man.
be half damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Guys,
Okay,
at one time
that's going to be a casual 33 points of fire damage to each of them individually.
You see
It's
this
a,
like
it's a swarm, I reckon.
yeah, this sort of swarm-like entity kind of push through, and you can see some of them kind of fall to the wayside, but the group is like intact. It just manages to like by sheer force just push each other through as they get they're about 10 feet away from you.
We need to. Are we next to a building?
You're sort of in an alleyway essentially, like there's wall on either side.
How fucked up these boys looking?
Not terribly. So I will have you
roll
guys
initiative.
roll initiative.
Fucking these guys. Just wanted to burn some moss.
You're fucking these guys.
I will fuck these guys. I will fuck each individual dude. I will not count them as a swarm. I will make time for each person in this swarm.
So kind of you, Sean.
Please
And I
clip that.
will lovingly and deliberately fuck every single one of these individuals.
Sean,
So
remember,
considerate.
remember you are a bull, so I think the rest of you is bull-sized.
We haven't examined that in canon, and I would prefer not to answer that question.
He does have little hooves.
I do have tiny hooves.
Ooh,
I do have
right.
tinier hooves than
Heaps.
expected, but quite like thick hands. Not necessarily long fingers. I wouldn't be good at piano.
Baseball gloves.
Yeah,
Mitts.
real mitts.
Real
Girthy
meaty
hands.
boys.
No, someone make another joke. Another joke, please. God.
Roll your dang initiatives.
It's rolled 19.
Remember, I do draw you guys, so technically it's up to me.
Well, I believe it's an interpretation of the character. If you
25 to 20.
Oh,
There you go.
20 to 15.
19.
16 for
17.
me.
Oh, sorry, 20. Sorry, I'm so fast.
Like when I coach.
And then what's your dexterity?
3.
+3. Okay.
But I can also see in the dark. I don't know if that makes a difference.
And through walls.
It
Enter balls.
doesn't.
magic.
And through bullshit.
And Callie, what was yours?
7.
7.
He can't actually see through bullshit. He's got a very low insight.
That's true. Very true. We've proven this.
Callie hasn't met 7 yet. She's just already a big fan. That's why her dexterity was that.
Okay.
can't tell me
All right. It is Letter's turn.
How far away are all these? I'm just assuming they're all gentlemen. How far away are all these gentlemen from us and from the wall of fire?
They are about 20 feet from the wall of fire because they pushed through.
Yeah,
And they're
yeah,
about
yeah, they did.
10 feet from you.
10 feet from me, 10 feet from the wall of fire.
20
Love.
feet from the wall of fire.
Fuck. I want them in that fire. Oh, here's a fun one. Oh no, that'd be my. Oh, oh boy, so many options. What would be the size of these gentlemen? Are they a large, sort of
Large.
huge
Yeah.
collection of boys?
Ah.
Oh,
Yeah,
here's
we-
a question. Were I
Hmm.
to steal wind strike these gentlemen, could I make 6 attacks or would it just count as 1? I know it's just one creature. Do you want me to just treat it as one creature? Because I will.
It's a swarm. This is a gray area because like I would say it's one, like more like just
Yep.
because of the mass of it. It's like
just for the
it's
mechanics,
sort of this
it
dense
counts
mass.
as 1. Love that. Okay. Then just make a decision, Sean. Yeah, let's do it. Let's fuck these guys. I'm gonna summon Big B's hand. And I'm gonna grasp a lot of boys.
You're gonna do interposing, like, no, thank you.
I'm gonna grapple all
Sure.
the boys.
Grapple all the boys.
Just a big scoop of boy ice cream.
If they're all one creature, then I grapple them. If we're gonna play
Yeah, you
mechanics,
yeah.
then my big hand grapples all the tiny boys, or at least makes an attempt.
You can attempt. You can definitely attempt.
Yeah.
So that's a 18 for their athletics.
14.
Yeah. So they
He
just
tries
like,
to scoop and they slip out.
Does he scoop
Slip
one and
away.
it kind of goes
Through his fingers.
they literally, you see them, like, some of them dive onto the ground and are kind of squeezing around it as they're all sort of moving. Some of them kind of like push off of each other onto the walls as they attempt to move closer to you.
God, it's like the worst Cirque du Soleil performance you could ever go to.
Yeah, they're
Well,
very
that's it.
into it.
That's
They're
it.
very into it.
There's a horse
Here's what
out
I'm
of
gonna do.
nowhere.
I'm gonna move to the edge of the. How far do those tentacles grab at the moss? Were they like 10 feet of tentacles?
They were about. They reached across the alleyway, like they kind of reached out and grabbed Finnan. The ghost Finnan was in the middle.
Okay.
So
I will get 5 feet from the edge of the moss.
it's
How
about.
far
yeah,
away is
it's-
that from us?
It's about 40 feet, or no, 30 feet. I said.
Okay, yes, I will move. Yeah, 20 feet in that direction,
Into the,
That's where
into
I'm
the
gonna
kind
be.
of garden area.
near
Is
the
it-
moss, but not on it.
As you begin to move through the vines, you can tell that it's difficult terrain, so it is halved as your feet kind of sink into it.
My
It's
tiny
difficult to
hooves are slowed. Okay, well that's me.
All right, it's Kokane's turn. So you only get 10 feet.
Hmm.
Kokane. Oh, I can't hear you.
Yeah.
It's because I was looking stuff up. Are we fighting this or are we getting through the moss?
Like you're in combat.
I'm
Yep.
asking, like yelling out letters.
Oh, okay. There, I was like,
I don't know. Do your thing.
I'm gonna cast Guardian.
I thought
of-
these guys would be dead. I'm
gonna cast Guardian of Faith in between us and the swarm,
Okay.
Which is a huge spectral guardian, which stands and hovers in place between us and them. And then I'm going to draw my sword and shield and prepare for them to. I'm going to take a sort of a step up and then prepare for them to crash in on us.
What does the big spectral guardian look like?
Me.
Tim, I'll ask God. What does it look
me.
like?
Oh, I thought it was
Uh,
just Timothy Carlson just standing there.
the
it
one
looks
true
like,
god.
It looks like a one of those steam golems that you encountered as you made your way to Nissa before the kind of war golem came out. It looks like one of the large bronze golems.
Cool.
Bronze golems.
Cool.
Yeah. And all right. And can they move through that thing?
Yeah, so they can. Sorry. Choice. The guardian occupies the space. Any creature hostile to you that moves to the space within 10 feet of the guardian for the first time on their turn must make a dexterity saving throw. It doesn't say that you can't move through it.
I think it's considered as like the same rules as moving through a hostile creature.
Yeah, it says it
can't
occupies
unless
the
you can.
space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. It is now the moss's turn, as it's going to move across the wall and attack you, Letters, because you're the closest. As it, like, you can see that sort of like move through the, like, it kind of ripples through the rest of the moss. It's going to reach out with its tentacles.
Stage 5 clinger.
So that's an 18 to hit.
Shield. I do not allow it.
Okay. That's a 23 to hit.
I guess.
And a 22 to hit.
Okay.
All right.
Weird.
That is 19 points of acid damage for the first one. And 15 15 points of acid damage for the second, as you feel the tentacles kind of as this like horrible kind of corrosive substance seems to be on the tentacles. All right, it is now Finn's turn.
How long is this alley?
The alleyway is probably about beyond the moss.
Yeah, like what's the distance between like letters and getting out of the moss?
It's probably about another 30 feet, but it is difficult terrain.
Okay. Letters, you okay?
Yes.
I can get you out of there. You want out?
Oh, I can get myself out. Don't you worry about me.
I'm going to move so that I am not within 10 feet of everyone. I'm going to look at Callie and I'm going to be like, Callie, can you just grab my hand? And then I'm going to prepare an action for when she touches my hand.
Okay. I also need you, because you are now within 30 feet of the Alkalith, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Sure.
The Alkalith?
No, because I specified that I'm not within... Oh, I would have moved closer to Callie, but away from everyone. But I still said,
The moss moved to Letters. Letters is only 10 feet into the alleyway.
No, I know. I'm saying I'm not getting Callie's thingy because I said that I specifically moved away so that I wasn't within 10 feet of anyone.
Right.
It's a wisdom saving throw?
Yeah.
It's a 17.
17, okay. You kind of like, as you kind of move towards it, you hear this sort of faint...
Sorry, 18.
Okay, that's just enough. Then never mind. You kind of like, you think you hear something and then it seems to pass. And you're fine.
My proficiency bonus is +5.
Oh,
I forgot about that.
Lucky boy. All right, it is now the swarm's turn. As you can see, some of them like still sort of on fire are going to move towards the rest of you. I think, can they move through? So
I think they can move through it.
Because it says it's a spectral.
It also doesn't have an AC or hit points, or else it would just be like a portal wall. So
then I would say it can move through.
I think they can. However, they are going to have to make a dex save.
Yes. Oh, that's a failure. That's 2.
That will be 20 radiant damage.
Nice. Yeah, you can see a lot of them seem to succumb to that. It's just like it does seem to be smaller. So that's as there's just like this sort of blinding force of like rage, and like you can see now as they're getting closer, you can see a lot of like their eyes seem to sort of gleam with this sort of yellowness. You can see the chain tattoos. You could also notice on some of them that like there seems to be actual physical chains coming out of the bottoms of their arms, like where the tattoos almost seem to come into physical existence as they're just like slamming out. They are going to get to you, Kokanee, because you're there, I assume.
Yeah.
And they are going to attack you. So the first one is a 24 to hit.
Did it not hit you because marriage?
We're not within 30 feet of
We're
each
not
other.
within 30 feet of each other.
No!
But he might be able to parry.
I can't.
Oh,
So that
there you
will
go.
hit.
Okay, so the first one hits. And the second
You
one
can't
is
parry 90 boys? Come on, bud.
The second one is a 15.
No.
Okay, that doesn't hit, right?
No, it does not hit.
And the last one, nope, that's only an 11, so that won't hit.
Turns out I cannot parry 90 boys.
You should try harder.
Yeah.
You
Parry
take
more.
13 points of slashing damage, bludgeoning damage, sorry, as you feel the like chains kind of slam into you from a bunch of them, but they almost kind of hinder themselves as they're all swinging wildly. And you're able to see most of them coming, but one of them kind of catches you across the shoulder.
I placed my bets wrong when I assumed the boys were the baddie, like were the things to avoid. This moss is way tougher than 90 of these boys.
All right, it is now Callie's turn.
I will kill these boys.
Can I hit the group of boys that are coming?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can go move towards Kokanee because you're about just over 30 feet away from
Don't waste the spell.
Oh,
You're about.
I'm sorry, I forgot. I'm gonna grab Finnan's hand because Callie would remember in that
Okay.
second.
So you run towards Finnan.
And grab his hand.
Okay.
I cast Thunderstep and teleport us to the other side of the moss.
You appear on the other end of the alleyway. All right. It is
Yeah, we've left
now-
Kokanee.
Okay. Did you want to do anything from that end?
So the posse isn't over here. It's just like we're on the other side of the moss.
Oh, you're
now.
on the. Yeah, you're now like. You're about 60 feet away from the swarm, and about 40 or about 30 feet away from letters, on the other side of the mossy kind of part of the alleyway.
Would grabbing Finnan's hand have counted as an action?
I will say that's a free action because you're literally just reaching your hand out. I don't think that's an action.
Can I heal myself?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna heal myself for 20.
Your lay on
points.
hands. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, are you still pretty hurt from the lipless fight?
Yeah, and then getting shot. Callie's
Yeah,
not
okay.
doing great.
I picked the right person to come with me then.
You did.
Okay.
Okay, we're back to the top of the order. Letters, you're up.
So I'm not grappled by this stingy vines. All right.
They just kind of lashed out.
And the many boys aren't grabbing Kokanee.
No, they just appear to be kind of wailing on him.
Oh,
Or trying
great.
to wail
Well,
on him.
then second verse, same as the first. I'm just going to try to grab these boys.
Is fly down?
So you'll
'cause
have
of
to
Big B's
move.
hand?
Oh yeah,
No,
yeah,
no,
with your
the
big beast hand.
Bonus action. Grab the boys.
Is fly down, Sean? Because of Big B's?
17. Yes.
Okay.
Different.
17?
Yeah.
That's a natural 20.
Fuck these boys. No. Fuck. I already said it. I want to Misty Step to get past the moss. But I said it.
I also need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, okay. Well, now we're going way back in time. Okay.
Does that mean his turn starts again? He gets his bonus action back?
Well, let's see,
No.
because it would have happened at the start of my turn.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a wisdom saving throw. Oh yeah, that was like a 17.
17.
Oh,
okay.
19 because of my brain.
You lucky boy.
Not lucky. Skill.
Every time you guys teasing me with these 17s. Yeah, no, you don't. Yeah, it's fine.
Oh well, he's in a state. Fuck. And it is difficult terrain. Fuck. Oh, damn! My bonus action economy. I have so many things that I can do on my many actions. All right. So this moss, I'm in the middle of it, and it's 10 feet thick, or
The moss is on the wall. Like it struck out at you from the wall. The vines are kind of covering the ground. But as you kind of look and turn, you can see that
because I was like away from it, and then it scuttled towards me. It can move across.
Yes, it moved across the moss on the wall. The rest of the moss. It seems to blend in. You're having a hard time, it just hit you, and you're even having a hard time kind of picking it out.
Okay, well, I'm going to move back in the direction of Kokanee.
Okay.
Do you not have Thunderstep?
No, because Misty Step tends to do me all right.
Yeah.
Because it's a bonus action, and you always have those available.
So it's going to make an attack of opportunity as you.
Fuck
go to
this
move.
moss.
That's a 22. 22 to hit.
Yep.
So that's a 25 points of acid damage.
Letters, you're going the wrong way.
Fuck off, Finnan. Just gonna have to keep myself alive, and Letters is gonna get real swole. I'm gonna cast Tensor's super duper transformation, and he's just gonna he gets zapped by this thing, and you've seen his flex his brain, which is like kind of a like he's got a real like poo face on, and now it's just like a whole like really bad poo body thing where just like everything tenses and he gets real vascular. Like he's furry, and even under the fur you see all the arteries and veins.
Yuck.
He's much thicker.
Just a big one
than
on the
he was
forehead.
before. Yeah,
No.
big face veins. He's just real juicy, and that's gonna be it for him. He's having a hard time.
Okay.
Have we seen those guys at a club too?
Vascular
You're
boys.
giving Tiana so many bad descriptions to make art off of.
She's going to ruin us.
Descriptions are
Right.
neither good nor bad. They are what they are.
I'm just gonna describe Callie as like really, really cute from now on.
All right, it is Kokanee's turn.
Kokanee handsomely raises his shield.
He does very handsomely. No, it's time to kill some boys. My turn. I'm going to
That's me at a
stab
club.
him a bunch of times with a sword.
Yeah.
Start with 2. See how that goes. That'll be 18.
The death knell. 18 hits. Yeah.
And that'll be a 28.
That
For the
hits
first
as
two.
well. Yeah.
So
Roll the
that'll
damage for
be-
those first.
Uh, 11 for the first and 17 for the second.
Okay, yeah. With just blinding speed, you cut down about 8 of them. The last sort of as they're like moving towards you, just like slashing away. And with your sort of wide swings, you're just like you cut them down as they all sort of just pile up on top of each other. And you manage to dispatch the rest of them.
Cool. Well, I'm going to turn to the thing fighting letters then and do an action surge.
Okay, so you got to move towards it.
Yeah.
So you run into it and you realize that it is difficult terrain, but you were able to get to where it is.
And I'll action surge and make 2 more attacks. I'm going to use a war priest feat to turn that 3 into a 23.
23 hits. And let me know if because you do
Lightning.
your lightning. Okay, yeah.
Yep.
Let me know what lightning damage it is.
Sure. This is I'm assuming the proficiency bonus is for piercing, not lightning on the rapier. Or the damage bonus.
Yes, it's piercing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then the
yeah.
first it's 12 piercing and 2 lightning.
Okay.
Second attack is going to be use a luck on this one is going to be 23.
That hits. Yeah.
And that's going to be 11 points of piercing and 4 points of lightning. Is it still up?
Okay. Oh yeah.
Okay, I'm going to make another bonus action attack. Last one. 26.
That hits. Yeah.
That'll be 8 plus be 15 points of piercing
15.
and 3 points of lightning.
Okay.
And there's all my
But
things
yeah,
gone.
as you like strike into it, you can see the lightning almost seems to get like absorbed somewhat by the moss itself. As you see, like as you're striking it, these like reddish eyes kind of open up along the wall in its space, and you can see there's maybe 8, 9, 10 of them just kind of as it like kind of looks at you. All right, it is now that creature's turn. It is going to use its tentacles on you. So the first one is nope, that's an 11 to hit. That won't hit.
I prefer the term pseudopod.
Pseudopod. 23 to hit.
And a parry it.
Okay. As you feel the sort of like acid covered tentacle strike out, you just knock it off. And the last one is a 19 to hit.
Nope.
Nope.
Yes, because Neppy decided
not
not to
married
stay
right
within
now.
30 feet of me. Yeah, I'm not married right now, unfortunately.
Not married right now. As soon
Okay.
as your
Marriage
spouse
off.
gets
Marriage off, that's
gets
it.
too far from you, you're like, I'm not married anymore.
Big ouchies.
If they're in a different area code, it doesn't count.
It's 23 acid damage.
Doubled because I'm vulnerable to it.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Or
He's
is it
vulnerable
poison?
to poison damage.
Oh,
poison
I am.
damage.
You're right.
Poison
You're
damage.
right. Oh, we're fine then.
Oh my Lanta.
Why?
Why am I?
Is he?
That's a great question.
Oh, why is he?
That's a great
Somebody
question.
broke the circle, bro.
Mhm.
And he did a very noble thing to
Yeah.
save
Mhm.
your wife.
Oh boy, and now he's it's not my fault. He
That's a
did
great
dumb
question.
thing.
That's a great question.
You are right. It was him who did the dumb thing.
All right. It is now Finn's turn.
I'm just gonna yell suppressing fire, and I'm gonna create beams of scintillating light that shoot down the alley at this
The
moss
cat is
goblin.
trying to climb a curtain, so it's fine. She got stuck.
Is it the thin cat or the fat cat?
It's the thin cat.
Oh, that's
29.
much better. Fat cat
29,
will take that
24,
curtain down.
Yep,
and
does hit.
20.
20 hits. Roll that damage. Emma's trying to gesture to it to go through the path that we've left for it.
It's 37 points of force damage.
Nice.
Guys, my cat is being so cute for once. He's been curled up on the same spot on the couch asleep, so much that I think he might be dead.
So yeah, you see chunks of moss kind of fly off as you blast where the creature is on the wall. All right, it is now Callie's turn.
From how far am I? 'Cause
You're 30 feet away.
I don't know if Callie's going to be able to do much from 30 feet away. Can I throw a javelin?
You can throw a javelin at it.
Okay, I'm going to throw a javelin at it. That's going to be 24 to hit.
24, that hits.
And that's going to be... Oh, okay. 7 points of damage.
7, okay. Yeah, as he kind of kind of scrapes off the wall and lands into the
Fuck you! Like a Salt Bay javelin.
We just lost one of our javelins. And then I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Nice. Okay. All right. We are back at the top of the order. It is Letter's turn.
Okay, Letters completes his transformation because the first time he was just getting all veiny. Usually this happens on the same turn, so it's much more graceful. And it's like if he does both these things on the same turn, then it's this wonderful like Sailor Moon-esque transformation. The fact that he's had to break it up, he just got real veiny and like roid ragey. And then on his bonus action, he like tenses the ring and all his suit of armor like pops on. So I guess it's impressive, but it's definitely not like the thing that he practiced in front of the mirror a lot.
We cut away to a 6-minute anime
Montage?
girl montage of
Yes.
her hand going, his
That's
hand
what
going out the
usually
gauntlet
happens.
landing.
He prefers to jump off of something and do it in the air.
That's
But like,
that's such sweet insight into the being that is Letters.
Yeah, he's an anime magic girl.
but this time he's gonna do the thing, and he knows it takes a second, and he's just gonna start fucking pounding on this tree, I guess. And
Sure, the boys are gone.
No, boys. I want to kill this fucking tree.
He's talking about your choice of the word pounding, I believe.
Dude. No, I'm not gonna yes and that.
You run over to it.
That'll go through
Yeah.
it. It's already on me. It's been zapping. No, it's been zapping my friend, and I can't have that.
Yeah, because you left and then now you're coming back.
Fucking dead. Yeah, okay, 29 or 27, but I assume that hits.
Mhm.
And 21.
That hits as well.
Ooh, I get to roll some big fat D12s.
So good.
Oh, I've had this spell for so many months that I've never used it. That's going to be 25 points of damage off the first one,
Nice.
and less on the second, and 7 and 12 points of damage on the second one. Just
37 all up.
he's going kind of rogue on this one. He's going a little barbarian-y. He's not in a rage mechanically, but emotionally.
You got that
he
potion.
is. No, I used that to have sex with that
right.
barbarian.
That's right. That's right.
That's right, you did.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, great moment. Okay, it is Kokanee turn, and Kokanee, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, for sure. We're gonna use one more luck point on that one. That'll be a 15.
15. Okay. As you like kind of look at this creature and see all the eyes, you see this sort of creature sort of vibrate, and you hear this buzzing in your head, and you have disadvantage on your next attack roll, saving throw or ability check. So it'll be your next attack roll.
Yeah, okay. I will make that attack roll at disadvantage. Be an 18 to hit.
18 still hits, yeah.
Yeah. Fucking hate this tree.
10 points of slashing and 4 of lightning.
Okay.
And then I'll attack again. Do I still have disadvantage?
It says next attack roll, so I would say
Okay.
that's just your first attack.
17.
17 just hits, yeah.
That'll be 9 points of slashing and 1 point of lightning.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
All right. You can see now the moss has been like deeply kind of separated and cut up, and you can see the creature is like struggling to maintain its form. But it is going to it's going to make now you're up there too.
Yeah, I'm in it.
It's going to attack Kokanee
deep in its
first.
bits.
It's going to attack Kokanee first.
No.
So the first one's an 18 to hit.
Nope.
And second one's a 23 to hit.
Melee, parry. Nope.
Okay. It's going to try to hit you again then.
Okay.
That's a 20 to hit.
That hits.
Okay.
Fight me, coward. Fight me.
It's afraid of you, Sean.
Yeah, it should be.
I know.
Yes.
13 points of acid damage.
Yeah, okay.
All right. It is Finn's turn.
Just second burst same as the first.
Do it up.
28, a natural 20,
Nice.
and a 19 to hit.
Those all hit. Roll that damage.
Light it up.
49 points of force
Nice.
damage.
So you
as I
see,
just-
is it? You just how do you just blow it away?
Nice.
Leave my fucking friends alone. And like the last one, the sun kind of like sits behind me and kind of like backlights me as I shoot this massive
Nice.
ray down, just burn it free of the wall.
Oh, yeah.
As it just like scatters across the rest of the moss on the wall. As you are out of initiative, as combat ends, you kind of gather yourself now as you move through the vines to get to the rest of your friends. We cut back to Neppy, Seven, and Yana as these two kind of bug-like creatures have moved down. You can see their long proboscis now kind of like buzzing ahead of you. And that is where we're going to take a break.
Amazing.
And just before we do, I think now is a spectacular
I think
time.
it's a perfect time. So do you know about like a minute and a half, 2 minutes ago when people were like, why is Kokanee vulnerable to that damage? What kind of stuff do you not know about Blackwater? Well, Sean,
Or like, Sean used to have a barbarian potion, but apparently he used it to have sex with a barbarian. When did that happen? Em and I are working on a real fun thing that we're excited to share, which is we're calling it Chatwater, which is where Em and I sit down and answer your questions about the lore. Because, you jumped in like fucking 3 years into a thing. There's a lot that happened and a lot of shit that we just like breeze over that we don't realize you guys don't know. So it's your opportunity to be like, what's to do with that barbarian? Why is he? How did this happen? How did ask your questions? We answer it, or rather, Emma answers it because she takes notes, and I'm gonna do my best to answer it the way I remember it, which is accurate every time. We're gonna start it not this Monday, but next Monday.
At 8 p.m.
8
same time, same place. We're also going to be joined by our producer Yanis, who has also joined us kind of later, and he doesn't know a lot about the backstory too. So he's going to be hosting for us, and it's going to be a real fun time. So what we're going to encourage you to do every stream, if you have questions about the history of Blackwater, stuff that's going on in the campaign right now, or stuff we've already been through, post them in the chat during the break, and we will collect all of those. You can also send them to us on Instagram, also by email or on Twitter. And Sean and I will start collecting the treasure trove of questions. We're also going to be really excited to feature the cast and invite them onto the show for character Ask Me Anythings, DM Ask Me Anythings, and it's going to be a real fun time. So, yeah, we're excited to introduce that to you guys. Chatwater. Hey.
Chatwater coming at you next week.
See you soon.
Bye. We'll be back in a
Bye.
second. Don't touch that die. Flippity blap, we're back.
Back,
Black, we're back.
babies.
Back.
We're
Rise.
back.
Backstreet's back. All right.
Beat to it.
All
Beat to it.
right. So I will have Seven, Yana, and Neppy roll initiative.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
You hear this kind of droning buzz as the creatures fly towards you.
Rude.
I think I know what these are, and they're the fucking worst. I hate these guys.
I think I know too, and I hate
As
them.
Fighting
also.
demons is
Demons are
just always a
fun, dude. Demons are
nightmare.
freaking fun.
They're fun for you.
That's what everyone on Tinder says about themselves
Oh,
until you date
Tiana.
them.
Tiana, I think you're still muted.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, 25 to 20, 20 to 15, 15 to 10,
13.
12.
13. Okay.
Oh.
I was like, oh, shit.
Oh no.
What do Yana get?
What'd you get?
6. I've been rolling terribly on initiative for like
Yana, what did you get?
a 6.
For a very long time, you were always at the bottom of the initiative, to the point where it's like it's not your initiative score; it's just your rolls.
Because your dex is way higher than Neppy's. Like you should.
It's so
Yeah.
much higher than Kelly.
All right. So it
Yeah, I rolled a
is
4.
Seven's turn first, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. By the way, I've been rolling with my Vax dice, and they've not been helping me, so I'm gonna change. So Constitution, 17.
17. Okay, yeah, you kind of hear this drone
Nice.
echo in your head, but you seem to be able to just drown it out. And you are just fine, so you can do what you'd like.
7 will turn to them and be like, "Run or fight? What do you want to do?"
Fight?
Tim, are they in our way, like in the path?
They're coming down from above.
Okay.
They're gonna follow us if we run.
Mhm.
Okay. And I'm assuming they've seen us, so no sneak attack.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Can I reach them?
No, they are about 20 feet up at the moment in the air.
Okay.
But they are coming
I'm-
towards you.
Yeah, I might just hold until they're closer to hold my action just to throw a dagger.
Sounds good.
Actually, sorry, Tim.
yeah.
Can I use my dagger you made me?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so you guys will see 7 pull out this bronze dagger with the hilt. Kind of, it looks like like Egyptian with like iconography and this scarab beetle on the tip of it, and they'll turn the dagger, the hilt, towards the creatures and hold it. And it looks silly, but there's purpose.
So you're holding that. Did you want to use the, I guess it's only 10 feet, isn't it?
Yeah, so that's
Yeah.
why I'm holding it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. It is Neppy's turn.
Cool. Is there one of them that is close?
I need you to make a con save first.
Con save. Okay. Whew. All right. Con save. I'm not awful at those. Not great though. Okay, 18.
18. Yep, you're fine. You hear that
Thank
kind of droning buzz, but it doesn't seem to bother you.
Sweet. Okay. Is there one that's closer to?
No, they're about together, and they're about 5 feet apart from each other.
Okay. I am going to cast. I am going to Toll the Dead
Okay.
on the one that is cool. Well, the one on the right.
Okay.
Let's just say. So that's a wisdom save, please.
All right. So 16. No, sorry. 19.
That succeeds. Yep, that's fine. So nothing happens.
Okay.
Okay.
Just
And I am going to position myself in front of Yana. make
Okay.
sure that I am in, like, not blocking her path of magic firing, but like so that if something comes towards us, it hits me first.
Okay. They fly down. One is going to attack you, 7. So I will allow you to use your dagger as it comes into melee with you. The other one comes down next to you, Neppy. You would get sneak attack because your Neppy is in melee with both of them because you guys are next to each other.
They would have to make a saving throw.
Yes, and it is
16.
Dex, right? The first one's a Dex, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a failure.
Nice.
That's only an 11.
Okay, so you'll see 7 press the hilt of the dagger, and the scarab beetle will fly out and latch on to the creature. And the creature, I believe, is stunned for the
Yeah,
turn.
you see as the creature, like as it lands, you see the creature's wings kind of as it just like biffs onto the ground.
And then
No.
7 will turn to Neppy and be like, "Are you sure you don't want to run?"
Neppy would look at Yana. Run?
You maybe
Run.
run.
Okay.
Tim, since that was a hold, I can't use a bonus action, right? Because that was a
Right.
bonus. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll say that's your action. As you kind of stun it. It is the other one is going to attack.
Me?
And it is no, it's going to attack Neppy.
Okay.
And you do know that it at the end of its next round, then it's no longer stunned unless you stun it again. Right. It is that one is a 17 to hit.
Nope.
Okay, so you go to do it, and you just like catch it with the shield on its proboscis as it kind of reaches out to try to like stab you with its long, kind of sharp nose.
Okay.
All right, Yana, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a 23.
Nice. Yeah, you are also not bothered by the drone.
Okay, so it's my turn now. We're running. Is that what we're doing?
I think so.
Okay. So I would just run in the direction that 7 told us we were going.
Okay.
Am I allowed to? I will. Can I hold a cantrip?
As long as it's an action. you
Cool.
can
Yeah,
hold it.
I'm gonna hold Toll the Dead if they decide to follow us.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you get 30 feet. It is going to take an attack of opportunity as you run by.
Dang.
That is a 20 to hit.
No, I'm gonna use shield.
So the way that we're running, the 2 demons are now in front of us.
Yeah, they're
Now.
in front of you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I don't know if we can run now.
Sorry to be a
left.
rules lawyer, but if you're going to
No.
prepare an attack, it does require your reaction.
Oh, it does? Oh, I did not know that.
That's true.
Oh,
So,
so I can't.
So that does hit then.
If it's
No, thank
attacking
you,
me,
Sean.
then would I? I don't know. Yeah, I said it if it was following us.
You,
I don't know.
you were already holding your action.
But like, would that trigger my action?
It's not technically following you. It's just
Okay.
attacking you as you run by.
Okay. Okay.
So it will do its damage. All right. That is a 16 points of piercing damage. And
Oh my god, how long is this?
I know. Hate that.
Makes me very
30
nervous
points of
when he does
necrotic
that.
damage.
So that's 15 for me.
Oh, bless
And
necromancers.
your hit point maximum is reduced by that amount.
I
Whoa.
think it's halved, though.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
This
halved.
is why I
So-
wanted to run.
yeah. I forgot that.
All right. It is back at the top of the order. Neppy. Yana, you
It's
get 30
7.
feet away.
7
Or
is that
7,
first.
sorry. 7.
So the first one's still stunned.
Yep.
So the dagger has 3 charges. So if you're looking at 7, you'll notice that the hilt, a beetle almost comes out of it again, like it's alive, and then forms into the scarab again
So cool.
and hardens, and then 7 will try to stun the other one. It's 15 feet, so hopefully, yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
So it's again a
dex save.
16. Yeah.
That is, I think that's a failure as well. That is a 15. So that just fails.
Wow.
As you see the other one kind of and fall to the ground.
And then as a bonus action, can I click my boots on?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. As you click your boots and you run, you speed ahead. So you get, are you gonna, yeah, so that'll be, you get 60 feet ahead.
Am I close enough to grab either one of them?
That would be, it would be in an action to kind of grab, to scoop up Yana as you go.
Okay, so I won't move, but I'll just prep.
No, Neppy would look at 7 and say, go.
Okay.
Go.
7 will run.
Okay. All right, it's Neppy's turn.
Okay, so you're gonna watch as like Neppy reaches down and she's just gonna pull up a bunch of like purpley black energy, and she's just gonna shove her hands forward, and I'm gonna these are demons, so not undead.
No, they're
right?
fiends.
Perfect. I'm gonna cast anti-life shell, and I'm gonna push them 10 feet back.
Yeah.
And they cannot pass through that barrier.
Nice.
They cannot. And so this lasts for an hour.
Nice.
And I am gonna fucking run.
Okay.
And I'm gonna make sure that 7 and Yana just like stay in front of me, and like I'm gonna keep up. It's a 10-foot radius, so I know they can fly. But I'm gonna try and like stand in front of them to make sure that they can't.
Okay. Yeah, a 10-foot barrier.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you just put it on them so it's like a
It's on
bubble
me.
them? Oh,
It's on me.
Yeah.
Okay.
10-foot radius.
While you were describing that,
It's like a
I
dome.
had like an audio glitch that kind of went, oh, and it was like you were describing this like necrotic thing, and it was like a choral. Like,
Yeah.
oh.
It's a 10-foot radius, so I would say it's almost. It seems like it's like a dome over you.
It's like a dome over me. Yeah. So they would be in front of me
Mhm.
as we're running, and Neppy's basically keeping this dome up to like try and keep them from hitting us. Or
Okay. All right.
And and it would push them 10 feet back, and then she's gonna run.
Okay. So you see that like as they're kind of lying there, they slowly start to move again, but it's at the end of their turn, so they are no longer stunned. But you guys have a full another round.
And we just book it.
Yeah, you continue to run. Are you trying to like hide or be stealthy?
Yeah, I think 7 would take them like
You try
in
to
different directions. Yeah.
Okay. So I'll have you all make a stealth check.
It's not.
I guess I don't have time to cast guidance on myself, do I?
You're holding up the anti-life shell's concentration, isn't it? Or was guidance? No.
Guidance.
19
Guidance
plus-
is concentration. Then never mind.
19 plus 13, so I think that's fine.
Okay.
Pretty good at this when you're not stepping on goats.
Yeah. It's the max dice I didn't touch, so
7.
Okay. Yana?
That's my natural one now.
Oh no.
So despite your best efforts, you are
I am
trying to be as
pretty hurt.
sneaky as possible.
Yes.
But your two compatriots seem to be like a little bit more audible in their movement. And you like as they're kind of crashing around, you can hear the kind of buzzing behind you as the creatures kind of fly up in the air.
Shit.
Yana, is it just every step? Ow, ow, ow.
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 You can see they are about 60 feet back, and they are up in the air, probably about 60 feet.
and
But
they've
they do
spotted
seem to
us.
be moving in a similar direction. You can try again to kind of evade them.
Does my Toll the Dead go off if they're following us then?
Yeah, it would. Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Excellent. Are any of
Seven-
our
Neither of them have been hit.
Bing bong damage.
7 will
Yeah,
push them both in kind of the nearest dark corner, say hide, and then since the boots are on, can run really fast. So 7 will try to be a distraction
Okay.
and run the other way.
Okay.
I know my way around the city. I will be back. Okay, hide.
All right.
Okay. So that's a
Can she leave
failure
the shell?
For wisdom.
Yeah, it's not around them. It's around her. It's around Neppy. They're
just
on
me.
the other side of it.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, it
Okay. I
pushes
thought
out
you were like
everything
making a
except that.
dome
No, I
for
wish.
just them.
Yours, it's
I
your dice.
wish.
Oh, is it basically a thing like
Imagine-
only you can be in it?
Yeah.
Imagine if Neppy could make a 30-foot dome where we couldn't leave.
Stay.
It would be up all the
Um,
In a
time.
bubble.
Built.
Yana,
That was
they failed their wisdom save. I think
Um,
13.
I just I can't show you the dice because they'll roll if I show them to you, but I borrowed 2 of Matt's and his 2 rolled 1s.
Oh, it's
I
my
rolled
fault.
a
It's my
7.
fault. Yeah.
You rolled
um,
9 damage.
Yeah, 9 necrotic damage. Just a
Okay.
little pinch.
By the way, Tim,
Mhm.
they can make a strength save to remove the beetles, but if I don't know if they're smart
Right.
enough to realize.
Yeah. Did you want to try to stun them again?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they just seemed focused on moving towards you. So you
Yeah.
see as they're flying in the air, as this happens, is like as 7 kind of looks at you and is like, hide. You see the 2 creatures like just drop from the sky as they are stunned once more. That does use up that uses up 2 charges.
2 charges, yeah.
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 So I think it's out of charges
So-
now.
yeah.
Do they take fall damage?
They do.
Yeah.
Casual
are-
6d10, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's right. They're 60 feet up in the
Oh
air.
shit. Yeah.
No, it's D6 per 10 feet, isn't it? So 66.
Yeah, 66.
excuse
Yeah,
me.
yeah. Um, 11.
That is a dope dagger.
A dope
So
dagger.
one of
That's a
them.
good little knife.
That's the name of it, Dope Dagger.
Yeah.
That's
dope
my rap
dagger.
name called it. Please no one take it.
That's the Egyptian
Ah,
name,
da-da-da.
Dope Dagger.
Dope
Yeah.
dagger.
So yeah, as you see them just plummet out of and just like slam into the ground. One of them kind of breaks part of its wing. Okay, I'll have you 2 now. Are you gonna, if you're hiding there, I'll have you make stealth checks.
Yeah. I'm gonna drop the anti-life shell. Unless there's like 2 spaces that we can hide separately. Because I'm assuming that Yana and I would kind of have to hide in somewhere tucked in together.
Yeah, you're kind of tucked in together.
Yeah,
in
she
one
literally
spot.
couldn't get within 10 feet of me, so I have to
Yeah.
drop.
Yeah.
I have to drop anti-life shell. That's okay. Yeah, I'll do that. So now I'm gonna use guidance for my stealth check.
17.
Hell yeah.
I shout. It ruins my stealth. Just kidding.
Rihanna just has this
17
urge
also.
to yell
Okay.
17.
So yeah, you
17.
find like 7 kind of tucks you into an alcove, and you seem pretty hidden out of sight. 7, are you going to try to hide somewhere else now that you see them kind of drop out of the sky?
Yep.
Okay, I'll have you make a stealth check as well.
As long as it's not a 1. 16. Oh,
Okay.
yeah, 16.
16. Okay. So you see, as you kind of wait, you've kind of run farther ahead and then around the corner.
Oh,
And
sorry.
okay.
Just to clarify, Tiana, what level rogue are you?
I think it was 9th level.
10. Should be 10.
10. 10.
When do you get reliable
11.
talent?
11th level.
What?
So there's a rogue ability called reliable talent, where basically whenever you roll under a 10 in an ability that you are proficient in, it just counts as a 10. So
Nice.
like I was like trying to figure out, because I was like, that
No,
seems-
no.
I was thinking the same thing.
I
Yeah.
want a little variety for skill level.
Um,
I didn't want it to be just a bunch of gods. Like, not that you're there yet, but
So you see as the
Hell yes.
creatures, as the
goddesses.
as the creatures get up, you can see they kind of like slowly kind of flex their wings and begin to fly down the street, kind of looking about, and you hear that similar kind of drone as they pass low through the street and pass
They're not flying
by
as
you.
high anymore.
Well, then they take off
Oh, okay.
after you see them kind of
Cowards.
look around as one of them kind of slams into the other one and they fly off into the air and disappear.
Once it
Wait.
seems clear.
Yeah, you wait a few minutes. About 5-10 minutes goes by. You don't hear anything. It's quiet. Kind of head back
Yeah,
towards them.
Seven
Yeah.
would go back to get them.
You find them both there, waiting.
Are you both okay?
Yana,
We've just been playing a really quiet game of I Spy.
how does Yana look right now?
I'm seeing 2 of everything. I'm okay.
Mm,
Probably not.
Okay.
how rough does she look?
Like, not her best, for sure.
Okay. I am going to cast a. We're going to go third. No, we're just going to cast. That's just so much more. I'm going to cast life transference onto Yana. And so because I'm casting it, even though I'm immune, I'm choosing to take it, the damage.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. How much is that? 48. Oh, that's good. That's good. 7, 15, 21, 24. Yana, you heal for 48 points of healing.
And my hit points are still reduced, Tim.
They are still reduced. Yeah.
Okay. That's not good. Girl didn't have many to start with.
All right. So you begin to make your way back along the path that you kind of charted out to get to the kind of large fountain, the stone fountain.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Mhm.
I don't think my hit points can be reduced.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
inured
because
to
you're,
death.
you're a necromancer.
Oh, shit. Nice.
Hold on.
That's good.
Yeah. Haha.
Nice. That's very handy.
Tim's mad about it. He's not showing it, but he's mad about it.
It's very
yeah.
handy. Oh, that's cute.
I'm not mad
His-
at all. I'm not
His
mad.
whole
I'm not
plan
mad.
contingent on this.
It's the same plan. It's the
Just
same face he made when he was like,
targeting
"I'm gonna
our
make you roll
tiniest
so many
members.
dice."
So many dice. You guys are like, we don't roll dice. I'm like, oh, I gotta roll so many dice tonight. All right. So you continue along the kind of path you charted out.
Do I know
Um,
how much further it is?
Yeah, you know that you have to pass through. There's kind of a almost like an open market area, and then on the other side of that, there's another kind of smaller road that leads right to it. So as you come up along the alleyways, you can see the open air market ahead of you. I'll have you all make stealth checks as you approach.
Would I be able to go on ahead a little bit and make a perception check first?
Sure, yeah.
Before we get into a mess again? My perception. 18.
18. You can see the marketplace is mostly empty. It doesn't appear to have any, like, there are no people at the stalls. Some of the stalls are kind of overturned. You can see there is what looks like food that's been left out in a lot of the stalls, just rotting. But you do see kind of near the center of the marketplace, you can see there is a tiefling woman who looks to have kind of whitish hair, whitish horns, lighter skin, and she appears to be carrying another older tiefling woman who you can see is like kind of bent over in her arms, and you can hear as you get closer, you can now hear you just hear Penny just screaming through the center of the marketplace.
Okay. Yeah, I would go back to them and just be like, I'm not sure who's in your party, but there are 2 tieflings out in the marketplace. White, and I'm not sure if you recognize them.
Would you have given like the description white face, white horns?
Yeah.
I'd look at Yana. Same thing that he did with Kokani. It's aftish.
Might not be real.
It's probably not real. If he's... I would have heard if there was another incursion at Philenis. It's not real. It's not.
Okay.
I need to see it.
Are you sure? We can go another way.
They're like in the center of the market, so you could kind of skirt around the outsides.
Yeah. Let's skirt around the outsides if I can catch a glimpse of them. But it's not real. It cannot be. Hardy's body is gone. There's nothing of her left. We should go.
I can see the hurt on your face. I felt it many times over. I think it's best if we avoid it. And Seven will just start leading them kind of away from that vision.
Okay.
Neppy would follow. Yeah.
Okay. So as you kind of skirt around, you can't help but hear the kind of crying out, Penny, Penny, as you can now, you like, do you look over?
I don't think I could not.
Okay. So you see it is the form of Oftish, and you can see blood just running down from her eyes. And you see the figure that she's holding is not Hade, but Vilvari. Kind of crumpled in her arms.
No. Neppy would have heard. Neppy would have heard. She's just gonna like grab her holy symbol, hold it so tight, and keep going.
Okay, so you kind of just steel yourself as you continue to move along the edge. You come around and you can see there is another small road, and it goes for about looks like maybe 100 feet, and then you can see it opens up. You can see a kind of a cracked stone fountain in the distance, and water is just kind of overflowing from it. And there's some kind of trickling down the road.
That's the way we should go. Seven, will you, if Dag is holding up, we can provide you protection of some kind. I know we slow you down.
No, not at all. It's quite nice to have the company, actually. And trust me, I've tried on my own to get out, and it's just not possible. Even with my stealth. Let's go.
Yes, let's go.
Okay. So you make your way down the road. I'll have you make one last stealth check.
Guidance on myself.
While we're going, I'll ask both of them quietly to kind of maybe describe some of their other party members to kind of get a better idea of what I'm like, who I'm looking for.
You'll see do you know what a minotaur is?
No,
think like large horns. He looks like a bull, but he's very strong and tall and gallant.
You didn't describe him as bipedal. He looks like a bull. Look for a bull.
And he would have gestured that he stands up.
Humanoid, I'm assuming.
Yes. Yeah. There is also
tiny legs.
To be honest, I don't know.
Regular sized legs, tiny hooves, for the record. Now, what
he's always walking on high heels.
Is of me, and for the record, shortest male in the party. He's only 5'10". I mean, that's not counting the horns, so that makes him look taller. But
It's also not counting Clack. I'm pretty sure he's the shortest.
Clack's dead.
Yeah, Clack's not in the party anymore. He's in hell.
Clack's dead.
How tall is Kokani?
6'3".
Oh.
Well,
Callie is 6'9", if you guys were wondering.
Wow, tall.
Is that
That's
true?
like Amazon warrior
Walking
size.
around,
No.
giant.
I mean, what? Why not?
Why not?
From what I know, like,
Yeah.
Callie has 6'9" energy. Like,
I don't see any reason why she's not 6'9".
Oh my god, thank you so much. She's 5'9" actually.
Nebby's like 5'10" ish.
Same height as letters.
6'6".
We're comparing heights like that's the
Anyway,
worst.
there's also Finnan. He will be wearing like grey and a bit of a dark purple. He's got brown hair. He's human. Then there's Kelly. She's tall, long black hair, white and blue armor, and a very
pretty.
large sword.
She's
Beautiful,
really pretty.
very beautiful.
So pretty.
And then there is Clark. He's a patch. He's small, grey-skinned, but we lost sight of him. So I hope they found him. And Kokanee.
Oh, I
As
was
well.
waiting for you to forget your own husband.
I was a little worried about that. I'm gonna be honest.
You're welcome. And then Kokanee, human. He's wearing white and gold, and he'll be carrying a gun.
Dark skin.
He's a more tan complexion.
Very shaved head.
Yes,
I've seen a lot of dead versions of those everywhere.
Valsoom
Yeah, that guy.
hates him.
Okay.
You might
Yana,
have seen
sorry.
his dad. His dad sucks. He's like the worst version of him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Should we make a roll?
Yes. We should go forward. As
Just
a
one
stealth
more
check.
stealth.
Oh yeah, I made
Yeah.
mine. It was a 5 again.
I rolled
Jen, get new dice.
They're on the way.
21.
Okay.
23.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, you make your way down the road quite quietly, and you get to kind of the edge of the open courtyard, and you can see the stone fountain does take up most of the space, and water is just kind of spilling out over it. We'll jump back to the other group.
Sorry, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Just before we jump back, can I put up an Eyes of the Grave? Any undead within 60 feet?
No one dead.
Nice.
Oh, I didn't like the way you
Never
said
liked
that.
the way he
Except for
said that.
Clack. Except for Clack.
Who is on
No,
deck?
Clark's just dead.
Clack's
Yay.
Clark is
solidly
dead
dead.
and
Clack
in
is
hell
dead.
with Tori
Okay.
and his
Okay.
family.
Now you can chop back.
All right. So you head back. So the rest of you have kind of made your way through, and you can see up ahead, probably about 60 feet, the kind of courtyard with the large stone fountain.
As soon as Letters would have gotten on the other side,
Mhm.
Callie would have just like gone over and put her hand on his shoulder and be like, "Are you okay?" and healed him for. So I have to check how many healing points I have left.
I like how there was not even an answer before she healed him.
Letters is patentedly not okay.
Healed him
y-
for 30 points.
That's so good. Up until that moment right there, you may never have seen Letters in such a not okay. 38, you said?
30.
Oh, good.
No, you had all those temporary hit points. What are you talking about?
Oh, no, like, no. You misunderstand. Like, he's like doing it, like he's not limping or anything, but there is so much blood, like just matted in his fur.
No.
Acid has gotten into a lot of his face parts and has swollen up. All those cuts that he got from those boys, acid got in those, so those are looking pretty gnarly.
Early.
Also, that gunshot that got presumably gangrenous because of all that necrotic, acid got in that as well. He is having also all that fucking poison from being poisoned in the night by his best friend. He still has spider milk in his fur, his
I'm
furry beard.
It's
also
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast life transference on Letters as well.
it's now canon that Callie's just like grabs you and is like, "Are you okay?" and then heals you as "Are you okay?"
That's the verbal component.
Yeah,
She's
I
like,
reckon
"Are
if
you okay?"
she
And
can't
she's
control
go-
it. It just comes out.
As soon as
yeah.
she says "Are you?" it's like healing you, and you can't even be like, "Yeah, I'm fine." It's just like, "Oh my god."
Kokanee takes 21 points of damage, and Letters heals for 42.
Oh my god, that's so good. We're back in it, boys.
Love life transference. So good. Such a good spell.
Okay.
You're
Just
all
to give
back.
me an idea of like the timing, are they approaching the fountain around this same time? Is it all kind of happening concurrently?
Yeah. It's
Cool. So
Sweetie.
no one beat my passive perception, so I would like see them coming.
yeah. Once you've headed
Yeah.
towards the courtyard. Yeah. So as you get to
I'm just like keeping an eye out. I'm just like
I don't think we're
Yeah.
in the courtyard yet, are we?
yeah, you're
just,
not
like,
in
look
the
out,
courtyard.
yeah.
You're like 60 feet back. As you kind of approach the courtyard, you do hear some kind of footsteps off to the
Oh.
right. But as you come in, like as you get close to it,
Hi, kitty.
what's your your passive perception is what, 20?
25.
25. You see on the fountain, in the kind of center part that's like kind of gushing a bit of water out of the sides. It is somewhat broken. You can see there is a kind of a brownish bag, like a sort of fairly hefty size like pouch, kind of sitting on the fountain.
A bag
Mhm.
sitting on the fountain.
Does it look like there may be, I don't know, a head in it?
You're not sure. It is about that size.
What's in the
About head size.
box?
I've seen a lot of heads in bags. Too.
Callie's gonna grab the bag.
No.
You go over to grab the bag. Okay, so as you
Wait,
run
wait,
into
does Callie see it?
she already said that.
But no, but does she see it?
Yeah, it's visible. Like it's not.
Oh,
hiding
okay,
or
because you were
anything. It's
saying
just
your
in the
passive.
center.
You were
were
asking about my
you were
passive
just
perception.
out in front, but you see
Oh,
as soon
okay.
as Callie comes up, she runs towards it.
Callie?
As you kind of step into the fountain, you can see two, like the water starts to roil as two kind of large alligator-like creatures spring up. As like I'll have everyone roll initiative.
Oh my god.
We go again.
Oh,
Bakal is
no.
the worst.
But Tim, what's in the
Yeah.
bag? Did she get the bag?
Yeah, you're not at the
back.
as you get to the bag with your movement.
Is that? Can we just like? There's a head in an object that was obscured. It's maybe Gwyneth Paltrow's, and we have a character here named Seven. I feel like that's not a coincidence.
That's
I didn't even
actually
think
a
about that.
really good
Wow,
deep
that's
cut.
So crazy.
Deep lore, deep
I
cuts.
guess I should make
Hot
it a head
takes.
now.
Retroactively,
fun fact,
it's
It
class
wasn't a
head.
head, but now it's a head.
Valsoom is played by Kevin Spacey.
Give it-
Hey, I like it.
Oh, that didn't age
Oh,
well.
It's even
Oh, no.
yuckier now.
Yeah, he's
But
a
then he got
villain,
replaced.
guys.
But no, he was playing it, and then we went back and we refilmed all of his scenes with a new actor because fuck Kevin Spacey.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, good.
Woof.
Uh,
Do we see?
Whoopsie.
I guess do we? No.
you would
We see
on
them?
the other side. You see that, like you see Callie run up just as you're kind of getting to the edge of that alleyway. So you're
Okay.
all sort of about 30 feet from the center of this fountain. As you see Callie kind of running up to this, what you now see the bag, it's on the front of it. So you were kind of coming from the side, but now you notice it. And you see these two kind of large crocodile-like creatures. But as they kind of come up, you can see there's mouths on their joints as well. Kind of where
Oh,
their knees would be.
no.
There's mouths, there's elbows where there's mouths where their elbows are. And on
There's
their
elbows where
shoulders.
This is where there's
mouths
mouths
should
would be.
be.
Thank you, Sean.
Fucking weird.
That's too many mouths.
Definitely
Oh.
got too many mouths.
But
I'm
on
getting
that
some, like-
elbow are more mouths.
I'm getting some real like laughing hand vibes, and I don't like it.
So 25 to 20.
25.
Yeah.
Nice.
Get it.
Roll a natural 20.
Nice. Okay. 20 to 15.
19.
15.
Also 19.
Oh.
So
Ooh.
Finn has probably got the highest dex, right?
I got
I-
a dex
I-
of a 1.
Well,
I
I
do,
also
but
have a dex
letters.
of one.
But letters applies his intelligence to his. He has the highest initiative bonus.
This is
I don't
correct.
think
I
it's
have a plus.
initiative.
I
Is
have
it
a plus
initiative?
five.
bonus or
It's
is it just
whoever
your-
has the highest initiative bonus.
Oh, okay, cool. So
Goes
it's
first. Yeah, so it would be
letters.
letters.
And I've got a
Finn and
big
then
brain.
Kelly.
My
That's
big
why, like,
brain
the-
lets me run fast.
The alert feat applies to that.
Oh, nice. Hey, thank you. That just saves us having to roll. 15 to 10. 10 to 5.
7.
5 to 0. Okay.
7.
7.
What?
Koken, you're
Married
7 as
couple
well?
at 7.
Mm.
I think my dex
Marriage
is like a
doesn't
touch
improve
higher
your
though.
dexterity,
Wait,
huh?
Touch
Did Yana
higher.
get? I feel
What
like
did
I
Yana
missed
get?
it.
Oh, I got a 15.
Oh,
Oh,
Nice.
that's,
I didn't hear that.
Baby.
that's a
Sorry.
number. That's not
You've been rolling
2.
so bad for the last couple of sessions.
I just
that
expected
Yana
you
gets
to
a good
be-
roll.
We're
The
like,
whole
yeah,
goes-
where's her 2?
The whole
I
party
think
goes,
I-
oh
That would mean
wow.
I'm rolling.
I also think I got selective deafness when you said a number that wasn't below
Yeah,
10.
I didn't hear that.
I didn't hear you say
Oh, fuck.
15.
Me neither.
Fun fact,
Oh.
it's only been low rolls on initiative. I've had other good rolls this session.
so we're all within like 30 feet of the fountain, like on like the outside of a radius.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're all 30 feet
Um,
from me, right?
Yeah. How far from me?
All right. It is 7's turn first.
You might need to remind me how this one works, but it was alligators?
Yeah, like crocodile, like creatures.
Have
Are
they
they
taken
alligators or crocodiles?
They are crocodile like.
have they taken a turn yet?
They have not. No.
Okay. So can I do assassinate?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, get it.
Yeah.
I don't really remember how that works. So if anyone
Mhm.
can
So
Just-
it's
You crit, right?
it's if you hit, it's an auto crit, and it's a
If you
sneak
hit,
attack auto
crit.
Okay. Okay.
Does it count as sneak attack?
I
Yeah.
don't think it'd be sneak attack.
No, it's
No, because it's
Oh, it is, it's
separate
an auto
from-
sneak.
and it's also technically Callie is right next to them anyway.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Yeah. Yeah.
So
yeah.
it's
Correct.
If
an
you
auto
hit, you crit.
So if I hit, you'll have to remind me what to roll.
It's just
Everything twice.
Everything
double
twice.
your dice, yeah.
All your damage.
Okay, so it's and I'm using obviously my dagger. So it's math. 22.
That hits.
So I roll everything twice.
So it's
You
your
crit,
dice
yeah.
twice and your d6, like your sneak d6. You just double that number.
that,
So
yeah.
how many
Okay.
d6 do you roll for sneak?
So many,
One.
probably.
What?
No, but sneak attack at level 10 is probably what? 5?
5.
I want to say 5.
Oh, boy.
I can look it up right now.
Thank you.
So it's gonna be 10d6,
10d6.
2d4.
2d4, 10d6.
Oh, man, I don't even have math.
Dexterity.
Math.
You think I should know this? We're playing a rogue for so long, but I don't.
I think it's 5d6 plus 2 times 2.
5d6, yeah, so 10d6, yeah.
So many dice.
I love that.
So
I haven't even rolled my assassinate yet.
Oh, yeah.
I lost it. Hold on. 30.
Say it out loud. We can help you count.
I'm at 33 and
Uh-oh.
34. Oh wait, 34 and then 2 more.
2d4.
34, 35, 36, 38, 39 points.
And then
Nice.
you
And
add
then
your
you add-
And then you add
dexterity
your
and
dex.
the magic bonus of your knife.
Oh boy.
It's dex plus 1.
So
What,
6.
what number was it at?
34.
Okay, so
39.
it's 40.
39.
Yeah, so 45.
45.
45.
Yes, so good.
Oh,
Very good.
you
And
just see.
that would be
Yeah.
the one head like going towards Kelly.
Yeah,
It's
so
the
you
closest,
the
yeah.
one closer to you.
Okay.
It just the dagger kind of streaks across and just strikes it right in the eye. Or are you going running up and stabbing? Or are you throwing it?
I think I would throw it. It's the
Okay, yeah. So it
quickest
just
reaction.
as it just jams into the creature's eyes, it just like
Badass.
that was brutal. So that's okay.
Oh, and bonus action, I'll turn my boots on.
Nice. Okay, so that now it is Letter's turn.
I'm gonna run up to the one that just got stabbed into the eye, and I'm gonna gore it.
Okay.
Am I still a Power Ranger? It's been
How long does it last?
It's just 10 minutes, but I feel like we've been
Yeah.
actively
yeah.
running.
yeah.
We're coming to the tail end of it. We're not gonna get another encounter out of this spell, but
Yeah.
sweet. Gore. Grr. That's gonna be a 26 and a 24. Rawr. And it needs to make a strength saving throw. I'm presuming these aren't huge, these creatures.
No.
Oh, that's great news.
It rolled a 20 on its
10,
save.
14. Then I don't get to power bomb it, but it's going to take 17 points of damage and nutso, and 15 points of damage. So what is that?
32 all up.
Yeah.
Well, it is looking so rough.
Hell yeah.
It looks it looks
I stick my horns
brutal.
into its other eye, and like while
it's
that's
just
in there, I
gored,
start
and it's just
punching
like
in the head.
you're just like it's
Love
just
it.
bleeding profusely, and the fountain is just
Yeah.
like stained red.
The best part about it having so many mouths is you can't not hit it in the jaw,
Yeah, it's
like
true.
wherever you
So
punch.
good.
True. All right, it is.
I hit it with
Finn's turn.
Finn's shield that he gave me.
I run up. I slap my hand on the one that isn't injured,
Okay.
and I need it to give me a Constitution saving throw.
That is a 7.
7. So
Yeah.
it is restrained as its flesh becomes stone.
Ooh,
It's like,
nice.
and it just starts turning into stone.
Nice.
So it is now
Nice.
restrained by the spell,
Mhm.
and at the end of each of its turns, it has to make more Constitution saving throws. It has to beat an 18.
All right, it is now Callie's turn.
You pink-bellied the crocodile so hard it ceased to exist.
Just like
So there's one beside me that's getting turned to stone currently.
turned to stone, and the other one, so that one's restrained, and the other one is looking so very fucked up.
I have 2 attacks. Can I hit both of them?
Mhm.
Okay. I'm gonna hit the one that isn't being turned to stone first.
Okay.
And that's gonna be 18.
That hits, yeah.
Okay. And that's gonna be, it's not undead, I'm guessing, right?
It is not undead, no. She's a demon. A fiend.
Oh,
Is it a fiend?
It's a fiend, yeah.
Okay, then I still.
I love that sword. It's such a great sword.
$25 points of damage to that
Yeah,
one.
you lop its head off as you spin around. It just whoosh, as its head just kind of, and the body just almost like, and as it falls, it seems to just meld into the water.
Gross. I hate that. Can I hit the one that's turning to stone now?
Yeah,
That's 23.
that hits. And it's restrained, so it should be advantage to
advantage.
hit.
It'll be
So
at advantage.
roll again to see if you roll that natural 20.
20.
I do not.
Okay. Well, we
I think
tried.
there's a 1 in 20 chance, so that checks out.
Oh shit. Okay. This is very good for me right now. $33 points of damage.
33 points of
Nice.
damage. Nice.
Did you put a smite on that?
No. That's my
this
max
doesn't want-
damage I can get. I just rolled 2 d8s and I got 8 on both, and then I rolled a d10 and got 10, and then I had my plus.
Yeah,
So dope.
it's crazy.
Right?
All
We're all
right.
just like, whoo.
Is there
As
anything in
you
the
are-
bag?
Wait,
Have I gone? to
Your
the-
longsword does 2d8 damage.
If it's a fiend or
Yeah,
a
she gets an
undead, yeah.
extra 1d8.
Fuck.
So you go to attack. Yeah, you haven't touched the bag because you were busy messing people up. As you are there, let's see, who's he gonna? He's going to. Yeah, it'll be.
Is he going to come out of the bag and it's Clack and he gives us a hug because we're also
Yeah.
relieved to see him?
Just in like Velsum's House of Horrors. It's just all of Bakal. And it's just not. I didn't sign up for that.
Is it
did.
Velsoon's House of Horrors or is it Tim?
Callie, what's your AC? You know your Shield of Faith isn't still up.
18.
18. Okay, so 19 hits. As you feel a piercing, like heat pass through you.
Oh,
Fucking
yeah.
hate this guy.
Oh, fuck yeah.
17. You take 17 points of piercing damage.
Yeah, I do.
And 13 points of necrotic damage. As after you feel the kind of more shortly, you hear the kind of crack of the gun coming up from the rooftop up on your left.
You've got
Probably-
resistance to necrotic,
Yeah.
right?
Probably about 150 feet away.
Ooh, that's too close. He don't want to be that close.
Len, do you have resistance to necrotic damage as an ASMR?
Yes, I do.
Nice. So you only take
Oh.
half of the 13.
So how much would I add back if I took away the
7.
7. Right?
It's a lot of 7s tonight. Just
Yeah.
it's weird.
We're just
Um,
honoring that you're here.
Yeah.
So yeah, as
appreciate it.
you look up, the figure is already moving away from you.
Coward.
So you can't see them anymore. But where the rooftop is about 100 and what did I say? 120, 150, 150 feet. All right, it is Yana's turn.
One of them looks like it's near death still.
No, that one is done. There's one that's slowly turning to stone.
Okay. I'm gonna toll the dead on the stone.
Hell
boy.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's a wisdom, please.
That is
Curious.
that's only a 13.
That's a
You're not rolling
fail.
so hot.
Has it taken any damage?
It has,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh.
So he's
I have
more.
my D8s
Bring out them
ready.
D12s, baby.
I've drank so much iced tea this session. It's stupid.
15 points necrotic.
Nice. Okay. It is Kokanee's turn.
On the one guy left, I am going to cast Heavenly Bullet, and I'm going to take a shot.
Okay.
So he's got to
I'm
make
gonna
a
shoot you
dex
dead.
saving throw. Tim said he's gone.
Yeah, you can't see him anymore. You saw where he
I
was,
see.
but you cannot see
Yes.
him anymore.
Bring your dads.
Um,
Shoot them.
Yeah, so they've got to make a dex saving throw. They're restrained, so it's at disadvantage.
It's not gonna do it, I don't think.
And my
that's
shot-
only 11.
I think if they're restrained, they just automatically fail.
I looked it
Yeah.
up. It's disadvantage.
Ah.
Oh yeah.
So that'll be a 18 to hit.
18 hits.
So that'll be. Do I need to split up the damages?
What kind of damage are you doing?
Necrotic or cold?
Yeah, split them up.
Okay. That will be 17 points of not necrotic, sorry, radiant. 17 points of piercing, 3
Okay.
points of radiant, 7 of cold, and then heavenly bullet damage is going to be 15 more points of radiant.
Nice. That does it. As you strike it, it just like blows a huge hole in its chest as it just like, again, it kind of liquefies into the water.
Does it liquefy though?
It does, yeah. Like it's sort of like it's still
Just-
stone-ish, but it's
Ugh,
not fully stone yet, so it still liquefies.
yucky.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
cement, wet cement.
Ooh.
Ugh.
So we see everyone?
Yep.
Neppy would Callie, step back from the bag.
Wait,
Did anything come out of the bag?
Please don't
No.
touch it.
before we trust you, you could be a trick. Who is letters number 1? Nemesis.
Grape nap.
Okay, you're Neppy. Okay,
Okay. Checks out.
checks out.
Can we all get
It's good to
away
see
from
you.
the middle of the
Yeah, we
square,
should.
Yes.
please?
We're covered.
7. This is 7. She helped us get
Oh.
here. Or they helped us
Hi.
get here. My apologies.
So we're Blackwater.
They
Can
know
I
the
just-
city.
Can I say, what a strange name is Grape Nuts?
Grape
Nub.
nubs.
Oh, Grape Nubs. Okay.
It's a traditional
singular.
Nepthisicate kind of name.
It
I
sounds better
understand.
in Infernal. It doesn't translate well.
I speak Infernal.
In Infernal, I'm told it roughly translates to "she whose nubs look like grapes," which is sort of a kind of poetry.
Neppy would speak the actual name in Infernal, and it would be probably something quite poetic. Yeah.
Is it Grap Nube?
For the first time, you'll actually see Seven give a little smirk, and that was funny. Yeah. Can I go grab my dagger?
Yeah, you go in and it's just kind of resting in the bottom of the pool. You kind of pull it up out of the fountain.
Wipe it off.
Callie, can we get near the side of the buildings? I'll make a magic little hand if we're really curious, and then I can rustle it around. And if it explodes in the hand's face, if it explodes in the hand's hand, that's fine. But if it explodes in your face gets exploded, and I don't want to see that. And neither would Kamea. Let's get to the walls.
Finn, and I worry that any type of interaction with it might be damaging. I don't know. It was.
Neppy, one step at a time. I'm just trying to get her away from the bag, you know?
Sure.
Ghost hand is a good idea. I like ghost hand. Also, Callie, come here
Allie's
a second.
gonna reach over to the bag and open it.
Oh boy.
She is wearing the talisman.
As she reaches for it, Finnan, because he's right next to her, he would just try to tackle her.
Okay. Make a contested athletics check.
Okay, and I'm going for the talisman. I'm going to try to rip it off of her.
Okay. Are you trying to pin her, or are you trying to take?
I'm trying to take her to the ground, and I'm trying to get the talisman off her.
Okay,
but like,
so it'll be trying to get her to the
first,
ground
yeah.
first. Yeah. So athletics.
25.
While this is happening, Seven will squat down and just kind of try to look at the bag and see if they can figure it out.
Make an investigation check.
19 plus 7, so
26.
Twice.
So you
Yeah.
manage to move past. There's like kind of a moment of tussling, and then you just kind of push him aside.
Callie, for fuck's sake, think of Jar.
Clearly,
does
that
help at all?
happened
You
too
can make
quickly.
another wisdom save. What was your
6.
investigation check?
It
6?
happened too quickly, so I don't even think
It's kind of obscured by
That's-
what's
Looks like
going on.
burlap.
That's less than my original save. That's a 3 plus 6. So
No,
9.
the draw to the bag is too strong. Your sort of chaotic nature takes over as you grab the bag. It's quite heavy as you lift it off, and you can hear as you move it kind of like almost like a tinkling sound.
I backed the fuck up. If she hasn't opened it yet.
And it, like, as you kind of move it, you can sense that there's more than one thing in this bag.
Neppy would stand within 30 feet of Callie. Callie.
Once she grabs the bag, I'm gonna back up as well.
Callie. He's put images of Kokanee on the ground. I saw Afdish carrying Valvari. This is what he wants. He wants us scared. He wants us to run.
I'm not scared of this bag, though.
I know. But I need you to put it down. Please. Please.
Callie, when I pulled my hands away from the group in the Earth Elemental Plane, was that a stupid thing? Was I being stupid in that moment?
Yes.
You're standing right where I was. Don't give in to the talisman. Put the bag down, please.
Callie would just hold the bag. She wouldn't put it down. She just hold it. She doesn't want to put it down. She doesn't want to
Callie?
put it down.
Put it this way.
She just doesn't want to move the bag now. She's just
Shall
gonna
I?
hold the bag.
Shall I take it off you? Carefully. I won't move the bag.
Mm-hmm.
Shall I take it off you?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm going to come in now. Don't move. And I'm going to unlatch the talisman, and I'm going to take it off her.
Okay.
And then I'm going to stand close by.
Do you feel the kind of, as you sort of unattune to it as she takes it off, you feel this kind of like.
Neppy just extends it with her hand backward, like
I'll
not
grab
breaking eye line.
The sorry, cat's being weird. The sort of chaotic pull that you felt seems to abate. Kind of-
Callie. Neppy would extend her hands and put them on like Callie's arms where she's holding, imagine like holding the bag. We're going to put it down. We're not going to look inside. Okay?
Okay.
And we would just slowly put it down.
And you can feel, are you still in the fountain? You put it in the water, or you put it just back on the ledge?
Exactly where we found it.
Okay. You hear that same kind of tinkling, almost like things banging against each other.
No good would come of it.
We're sure Clack's not in the back?
No. But we're going to walk away. We will find him. I can
How can
find
you
him.
be sure if you don't open the bag?
Callie, I can't be sure of anything.
Callie, if Clack is in the bag, then we're not going to help him out. And if he isn't in the bag, then we're wasting time. I need you to come with me right now.
I would just follow you.
Sweet. And once she's in within 10 feet of me, I'm going to drop concentration and I have to make a constitution saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
I need that bonus, which I'm fine. I do not gain a level of exhaustion.
Shall
And
we?
I coordinatedly un-Sailor Moon myself, which has its own completely different set of choreography.
6 minutes. Again,
Much less elegant.
We really need to find Clack, but this is beautiful.
In game it's 6 seconds, but like it feels like 6 minutes. It's
takes the
really
time.
quite splendiferous as it becomes less vascular.
Shall we move somewhere hidden?
Yeah, let's go inside. Game plan time.
Okay.
7, you want to kill Volsum? Because that's what we're about to do. We might kill Kokanee's dad first. Does that sound like fun to you?
I think we need to find Clack first.
You just see 7 awestruck by the Minotaur thing in front of her, doing this intricate Sailor Moon-like dance. Just like,
I know, I'm impressive, but I need you to focus.
I mean, I'm only impressed because I do something similar, but it's not as beautiful as that.
Well, I've had a lot of practice. You just have to put in the work. Anyone can do it. It's really just a skill. But again,
Right. Yeah. So I'll lead them to whatever area I feel like is safe.
Okay. You would know the only place that you know that is like safe, that you would trust is back where you left Dag.
Might not be in the
So
direction
you guys
that
just
they want to head.
leave. You just leave the bag.
He's so disappointed.
yeah, we're not touching the bag, Tim.
All right.
We're not
fine.
taking.
Can
Maybe we should
7
touch the bag.
sleight of hand try to put it in their pouch?
Yeah, you grab the bag. You're just kind of sneaky.
Trying to, while everyone's having this,
Sure. Make a sleight of hand check.
this might not turn out very good. But... Oh no, not very good. Where's my sleight? Oh, not bad. 16.
16.
But their perception's pretty high.
Actually,
so-
Yeah.
Neppy and I
you
would see it
clap.
immediately.
You kind of hear the faint sort of banging. It almost sounds like glass, almost like glass hitting.
Without looking back, Finnan just goes, 7, put it down.
7 will just put their hands up. Okay, just curious. And
Kokanee?
we'll.
Oh, sorry, you finish.
No, I was just gonna say, if you want to rest, I know a place, but it's kind of backwards, not really towards where you're heading.
That's fine.
Not really an option. I think we need to keep on moving. Right? We're all got to get to that tower. If we can kill Kokanee's dad along the way, that's a bonus.
I
Nappy,
heard the gunshots.
Nappy,
Yes.
Are you able to do that thing where you search for a creature?
Not today.
Can you search for an object?
Not today. But I can scry on him. I can scry on him. It will take me 10 minutes, but I can find him. If he is on this plane of existence,
I just don't.
I can find him.
I just don't want to leave him. Right before we came into.
We're not
the
going to
building-
leave him. We
Just,
can't leave
just
him.
before we went into the buildings where they separated, Clack asked us if he should go home, and he asked us if he should go back, and we told him to come with us, and now we've lost him.
Yeah, no, the irony does not escape me. If we don't need to look for Clack, Clack is with Valsoom. Valsoom plays mind games. He's going to use him as emotional blackmail or as leverage. You can expect he's going to do that fucking evil dude, like he's going to have him at fucking gunpoint because that exists or something. And we're just going to have to deal with that when we get it. We know where Clack is. He's in that tower. If he's not, then he's in a better place than we are.
Can I just say something?
Shoot,
Yes.
7.
In a completely selfish way, I need you to get out of here, all of you. And you guys don't seem like you're doing very well. And if you are right and he is keeping Clack
Clack.
as leverage, Clack won't be harmed. Not until you're there in his presence, whoever this guy is.
She's not
So
wrong.
I
No,
think
you're right.
we should rest and go when everyone is up to their full strength. Nothing's gonna happen.
No, you're
While
right.
they're
I'm
having this
mad and I'm
conversation,
making-
I'm
Go
going to
ahead,
use
Adam.
Eldritch. I'm going to use Eldritch Sight to see if that bag has any magic on it,
Oh, fuck you.
just in case.
Fuck you, Finnan.
Does not have any magic on it.
Okay.
While they're talking, Neppy is. Can we see the rift from here?
Yeah, you can see about half of it over the buildings.
Wider.
It looks like it's a little bit wider. You can see the hands kind of pulling at it.
Darker
It's-
yellow.
The yellow storm is raging quite heavily over top.
Okay.
Yeah, it's bright. It's like the sky is bright yellow.
I don't know if we have time for a full rest.
Sure.
So,
I think that
We
we
can
probably
Tend our
tuck in-
wounds.
I think we tuck into a building here, take a few minutes, make a plan, and then we gotta go.
I
Yes.
agree.
Yeah, I agree.
Kokanee.
Yeah.
I don't trust myself with this. Can you have it? I give you
Uh,
the talisman.
Sure,
Thank you.
take it.
Okay, if that's what you wish, we'll take a break and then go.
Thank you.
Okay.
How far are we away from the tower?
It's difficult to tell. It does look quite a bit closer. You get the sense you're maybe a few hours away, but you're not sure. Like that's sort of direct, but the city itself is a bit of a maze.
Would I know any underground path to take them to bit quicker?
Yeah, you would know of a few kind of options to get them a bit closer. There are some kind of underground passages that you're familiar with that could get them closer to where the palace is. But you're not sure in what kind of state those are after everything shifting above ground. You're not sure if that's extending into the sewer system below.
But there are I probably would have checked if there was less demons and
Yeah, it definitely, you were using those to traverse quite a bit. There is some presence down there and things like that, but definitely seems like because of the smaller kind of nature of the sewers, there's less of the larger demons roaming
Okay.
about.
so that's an option. If you
Sewers?
want. Yep.
Let's
Yeah.
rest and then.
Sewers actually sounds pretty good because
Sounds like a
I
great
think-
idea.
what is Buckwild Senior's first name?
Alamir.
Alamir. I feel like Alamir has a beat on us, and if we can take away his ability to lay traps or whatever, the sewers may even be the superior place to rest.
It's not a bad
'Cause-
idea.
Mhm.
That guy has our number.
I mean, if he's done all this, then that might not make a difference.
Oh no, Valsoom is doing all this. Alamir is just an asshole with a gun.
Okay.
But he's a hell of a shot. I hate that guy. But no, you're right. So I'm not thinking clearly.
Let's. If the sewers are the right way to go, then we. Perhaps Seven should take us to the entrance or somewhere we can tuck away take a quick rest, gather ourselves, and go forward. We press
Either
on.
way, 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it takes you a bit of time, but you do find an entrance into the sewer kind of just beyond in another alleyway. And you hear as it's getting later in the day, you can hear the chant kind of rising up, and this is something that's familiar to you, kind of around when dusk would be, and when sunrise usually is. You can hear there is a kind of chant that seems to emanate from the palace. You haven't seen it yourself, but you know there's some kind of gathering at that time. As you hear that kind of faint chant as you head down into the sewers, that golden sun starts to echo through the city as you head down into the lower caverns. And that's where we're going to end it tonight.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
By the way, Neppy, when you saw that vision, your almost tears made me almost cry. So, much harder when you're.
It's only gonna get worse from here.
Only gonna get worse.
Tiana, I want to say that like you are the best. You're awesome. You're the best guest we've had so far. Just saying.
Oh, thank you.
You're setting a very high bar.
Setting a
One out of
very
one.
high bar.
Very
Yeah,
high bar.
setting a very high bar.
Thank
were
you.
awesome.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. It was a lot of fun. It's been a while, clearly, if you noticed that I've played D&D. So trying to do
That was
math,
great.
I'm like,
That was
Great.
awesome. It was
Is
great.
Tiana sticking around with us
Yeah,
next week?
that's
Yeah,
the question I want to know.
it's up to Tim.
Yeah,
and-
I think so. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Excited for this.
So join us next week. That would be great.
Okay.
Awesome.
Amazing.
Good. Cool.
Awesome. So yeah, if you have any questions, please feel free to post them in the chat, Instagram, Twitter, email. Come connect with us.
I saw some really good ones during the break.
Oh, I'm
I
so
think
excited to
can't
see
wait.
them.
We'll have,
So
we'll
many
have a
good
good.
ones.
Yes.
Some of them.
I was
some of
enjoying
them-
that.
Yeah, I took issue. I took issue with a couple of them. Where
There
I'm
were a
like,
couple
all
of
right, all
Some of
right,
them seem targeted. Almost as if there's something personal going on there.
a little bit.
So we will see you folks same time, same place next Saturday. So there's no session this Monday. This is our
Right.
skip over to Saturday, but then the Monday after that, Chatwater. It'll be great.
Mhm.
See you
By
then.
the way-
it will be coming with a new theme song.
Ooh.
Oh.
You
That's
heard it
news
here.
to
I mean,
me.
I haven't planned it. No, it's news to me as well. It's just like if there's a
Throw
show
it out
to
there.
do with Blackwater, I have to write a theme song. It's just the
I think you
law.
have
I'm
to.
legally
It's
obliged.
true.
The lawyers
love
will
it.
swoop.
I love it.
Have you guys
Love it.
heard the theme song that he does for the Sean Deppner's pre-D&D Ramble Hour?
No.
Yes.
No.
He wrote one like the first day we were doing it, like 20 minutes beforehand, and it rocks.
I
Right.
believe it. I believe
Please
it.
do it right now, Adam. I put you on the spot. You are obliged.
Oh, sure. Well, this is a weird way to end tonight's session, but sure. I'm gonna move my mic because it'll be loud. It's TV Sean Deppner. He's coming at you with something to say about Blackwater and this crazy D&D game we play. So listen up, cause watching him will give you magical powers at Sean Deppner's pre-D&D Ramble Hour.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.